スター、レッツキルダホールビーチ。
Pretty boy! Reloading. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. I can see what you were doing. Thank you. Thank you. What? How's the BD today?
Pretty boy.
Honey. Hello, Rignan. How you doing? Ari, thank you so much for being first today. Thank you so much for updating your shop without stream. And Ricky, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for updating your Yappig. Thank you so much. Thank you, 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 thank you. Hello, Yoit. Hello, Helen. Hello, how you doing, guys? How you doing? So, for the notice, since there's raiders here as well, right? Yo, hello, thank you so much for the follow. 新しい友達で方嬉しいよね。I might talk a little bit differently today because yesterday I got my wisdom tooth removed. So I'm practically with a gaping hole still in my mouth. So I'm gonna talk a little bit differently. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Quack, thank you so much, the raid. I hope the DVD was treating you well today. Thank you for the pet. I heard that they have new skins and they have a new play thingy, right? Right? Balls and balls in, are you balls and balls in? So, shall we talk about and again, thank you so much, Arindrake, for the subbies. Thank you. Shall we talk about the hell Gishi's been through for the past, I think, week or so? Shall we? Long time no see, by the way, guys. I missed you a lot. We do love how holy shit, that was something, guys. I guess how are you feeling now?
You wanna die?
Thank you for the hydrate. I'm actually waiting for my tea to get colder a little bit because I added too much hot water in it, right? Boiling water. But I prohibited to drink hot water right now, so I'm waiting a little bit. But I think it's good now. Kinda. Thank you so much. Hello, Nene. How you doing? Hope you're healthy after all that. I still okay. Spoiler. First spoiler. Quack, if you need to take care of yourself, please do take care of yourself. Again, thank you so much for the rating. Second of all, spoiler. I still needed to remove one tooth for sure, like one wisdom tooth, upper one for sure, because it's basically dying already as well. And down wisdom tooth. So every wisdom tooth basically I need to remove. Ksa, hello, how you doing? Hello, Ksa, hello. Как ты точно десна? Tooth. Зубик. Зубик вынули, поэтому я говорю сейчас немножко странно. Мне вчера вынули. Hope the recovery goes well. I hope so too as well. I'm trying really hard to not to drink that much so the water will not get into the space a lot, and try to disinfect it. I drink painkillers. I eat on one side of my mouth, and what I'm doing. Basically, yeah, I'm trying to do everything that is in my power to not to, you know how there's like a clog of blood there? So you need to be really careful with it not to be meshed around, because either way it's gonna be catastrophe. Gishi sounds so tired right now. Really? Tired? Maybe because I'm slurring my words a little bit maybe. Because first of all, I'm trying to speak a little bit not as fast as I usually am, because I cannot really move my tongue that fast as I usually do, right? Because it feels not nice. It feels not nice. And of course, like, I'm trying to not to open my mouth a little bit in the usual way, because again, I'm trying not to disturb my upper gums without tooth. Same shit, but waiting for free time. Fair. Прощаюсь, такая большая, очень рада. Очень рада, Kusa. By the way, yes, guys. If you don't know, first of all, of course, I've already almost sold out my merch, my first merch, right? And first the Gishi Dios has already found their homes, already like at their new homes. Kusa, one of the people who got them, and I'm really happy about it, because I don't know, when I see you putting Gishidayo at your backpack or just like putting it on your table, it's so freaking cool. Поэтому я очень рада. Спасибо большое, что приютила Гишечку. I'm really happy that so far everything is going well and everyone having their Gishidayos at their homes. It's really cool. Especially it's really cool that you are keeping like the sketches that I drew. It's really sweet. It's really sweet. I tried to make it like as individual as possible. Мне нравится, что вы скетчи сохраняете с Гишечкой, которую я нарисовала. Очень рада. How little Gishidayo days? Is she happy? She is happy. She's been happy, she's been fat, she's been... Yes. Oh my god, спасибо большое! Спасибо большое за будет... Вот и пришла, ребята, денежка на удаление еще одного моего зуба мудрости. Детка, скучала за нынешним больничным? А что такое? Працю на день и не жёг людям. Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй, Маган, да ты шо? Да ты шо? Ну ты поправляйся, малыш. Ну шо ты? Ну шо ты, как она знает, шо ты? Поправлялся. Гиси, да, я умеется, пытаюсь теперь понять, куда идти. Окей. That's why I made a little that's why I did a little like photo shoot where you can put your little Gishidayos. You can put her on your kitty. You can put her next to your other merch. You can put her on dolls. You can put her on tatami. You can put her anywhere. И, конечно, там твоего Оси нет, но там висит с полупрозрачным ятом. Ну ладно. Что не нашлось еще куда можно повесить. That's understandable, you know? I didn't really expect really for people to actually wear Gishidayo, gotta be honest, because she's humongous. Гишида слишком большая для того, чтобы на самом деле вешать куда-либо, именно с собой ходить. So I actually did not expect people to wear her outside because she's big, guys. She's too big for this. Короче, чуть повыше, так уже неудобно, все остальное нет. Ну вот да, yeah, like, you cannot really put her like as a keychain or something. She's too big. She's too big. By design. By design, she's big. Normal wisdom Gishit is dumb right now. Yes, I'm dumb king. Imagine that. Hello. Imagine that. I mean, I still have my certain wisdoms. My certain wisdoms, like for example, my wisdom of today is to not to suck through the straw, because if I'm gonna suck, it's gonna like, you know, it's gonna make me problems for my hole where was the wisdom tooth. That's my wisdom of the day. And another wisdom of the day is that I planned my commissions, my own projects until the end of the year, and I thought even though I'm gonna be overworked, I'm gonna be able to make it. Well, first of all, I did not expect it to get another commission suddenly, and I accepted it, and it took a little bit, fucking a lot longer than I expected, and I got a fucking pulpiti. Pulpitis. I got a pulpitis. She has a little keychain, but during travel to new home growing up, yeah, she felt a little bit of water. She's like those toys that if you're gonna put them into the water, they're gonna expand. She got a little bit wet, and she's like... Больничный реально ищет, потому что белая получает только чуть зарплата, остальное в конверте, соответственно, больничный режет конвертный. Ай-яй-яй. Пупити. Say I don't know Russian? Yeah. Pulpitis. In English is pulpitis. So, the story. Oh my god. So basically guys, I don't know since what day actually I've been telling you, I think everywhere I've been telling you basically that my gums are acting up again because there's been like blood there. It's hurted. It was hard for me to speak because my tongue was, you know, touching my gums and stuff. And I thought again, like, oh, it's the usual unknown thingy that I have with my gums from time to time. Not even teeth, but with the gums. Because I've been to doctor in summer. So I need to slow down a little bit, it hurts. And doctor did not say anything about my gums, about my teeth. He found cavities. He cured it, but I still felt pain. So I was like, interesting. And he didn't even do like any shots of my teethies. So, should have warned me back then, but I trusted the doctor because this doctor was dealing with my teeth for the since I was, oh my god, 9 or so years old, so more than 10 years already. So I was trusting him, right? That was my mistake. That was my mistake. So when my tooth, when my gum starts to bleed again, when it starts to hurt again, I was like, and that's the usual. That's not really fun, but that's the usual, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to do, right? But my chestnut's telling me, Nada, ты что хочешь Legendary B? Oh no, he did Legendary B. He did Legendary B. Nick, you freaking masochist. Do you know that? You're freaking masochist, proszę. Спокойной ночи. Good night. You're freaking masochist still. Oh, Enrique. This is how people actually lose all their money in gambling, by the way. I'm just saying, this is how people losing all their money into gachas like Genshin. You're getting literally nothing. This has actually been a social experiment this whole time, guys. I'm actually making like the whole ass video essay on this. How people are ready to gamble on nothing, ready to save up and then waste everything into nothing, literally. Takonda potential gambler. See, and every time they redeem it, they actually think that it's something is gonna change, that they're actually gonna get something out of the Legendary B, but nothing is changing. So this is actually a social experiment about gambling. I'm actually smart. I'm actually a project, guys. All this time I've been actually in AI project. Вообще нет. Вижу я тебя. Вижу я тебя. Уже 2 года подряд этим занимаешься. So, basically, I thought that there is nothing new about my gums and stuff. So I was just like basically waiting for the pain to go down. But then, okay, I'm not gonna say what then happened, but basically my pain increased in other ways. So I was like, so basically I was living from oh my god, from pain meds to pain meds, right? And of course, I was even putting down my streams because of it, because you know I cannot stream when I literally cannot talk. I wasn't able basically to talk to anyone and do anything that much for the like 3 to 4 days or so because of the pain. Гесика тестаем по зубы, все good. Нормально. Немножко это ноет. Ну так нормально. Hello, Black Lava, how you doing? Gamble, I'm ready to gamble. Show what I can I get? No! Stop gambling. Stop it. So, and pain increased like 4 to 5 days after. I've been trying to like, you know, just bear with pain and hoping that it's gonna go away. Pain actually increased, and I was like, well shit. Well shit, what the fuck do I do? And 3 days ago, I think, in the middle of the night, I'm basically trying to work, but pain slowly fucking increasing, and I was like, let me take a pain medication because I cannot take it anymore. I took pain medication. Whoop-de-doo, pain medication did not work. This is when I understood that I fucked. Because pain was so intense, I actually cried. Because, like, for me, basically, if I cry from the pain, that means that the pain is really fucking intense. And I've been basically walking from one corner of my apartment to another, just crying because I didn't know what to do with myself. Because the pain was so intense. It was getting into my brain. It was getting into my head, my eye, my ear. Like, it was all at the right part of my skull, right? So the pain was everywhere. At my left cheek, at my left, thank you so much, Repet, but at my left everything. Oh, right. At my right, everything, right? So it was fucking painful. It was like, I cannot even explain the pain, but it was horrible. And I tried everything. I tried to like numb the pain with the outside thingy. I tried to, again, like pain medication. I tried to like gargle some water and blah blah blah. Nothing fucking worked. Nothing worked. I felt like I'm in fucking hell. I felt like I'm in the hell because, again, pain was intense as shit. I wasn't able to sleep. I wasn't able to do anything. So in the same morning, thanks to my dad actually, because he saw me basically, you know, being really done with this life already, and I don't know what is this, because usually I don't get this reaction, but my father actually was really worried. I guess like I looked really miserable. I swear to God. So he helped me actually to find a new clinic around the town. Crimson Wolf, hello! Oh, it's your emotes? Is it your emotes? Oh, it's your emotes! Look at you, so cute! Hello, welcome! Atrasitlanci diketa Rosiyene. Spend 1k 600 Gishi gems for 10 pulls, yes. Yes, it's exactly like in Genshin, and instead of the actual character, you're gonna get Gishiwarma. No, you're gonna get shawarma without Gishi in it. Мне кажется, кстати, этого. Что такое? Засыпаешь? So, слишком много презаливаем от свои. Презаливаешь? В плане? What do you mean by that? So, basically, thanks to my father, because I was mentally not well to like find anything else, blah blah blah. I was really tired, right? I was really tired. I needed sleep. I needed just to chill, because I was so lost. I've been having so much deadlines, blah blah blah, and so many problems that looking for the new clinic, literally, because I had to go to the new clinic because the old one was already, I guess, incapable. I don't know, because like, you know, they didn't help me last time, which was completely preventable to fix it. You fucking motherfucker. Когда это мото как нагружу, потом один раз загрузил, понятно, что не видно, второй загрузил. Да ладно. Ну, просто проверяй, как в маленьком формате это будет смотреться, вот и все. Сразу переводи в маленький формат. Wisdom 2 you shall be missed. Say, dear, hello, how you doing? No, this motherfucker should not be missed. I'm explaining currently why you should not miss this motherfucker, why you should lynch them, why you should actually maybe say some bad words about his mother, which is kind of that means, but still, like, say something bad about his mother, because I swear to fucking God, this motherfucker was so mean to me for absolutely nothing. Cheers, hello, how you doing? How's the tooth? He's dead. He's probably right now in the garbage bin, probably. Pero это сразу опробовали, это, видимо, где-нибудь на неделю. Тут как-то долго. А, из-за этого? Ну, проверяй сразу в маленьком формате как-нибудь смотреть. Не, проверяй в фотошопе. No wisdom, no maidens, no bitches, no teeth, no mouth, pro AI, art, no ice cream. You're talking about yourself, Lanka? Hello, Lanka, how you doing? And how you doing, say dear, by the way? How y'all doing? I hope you don't have wisdom teeth, guys. Rip wisdom tooth. Not RIP. For him, it's not even RIP. It's just, it's not rest. It's not rest. It's not peace. It's just fuck you. For him. Не, Photoshop. Да где угодно. В МС... Не, в МС нельзя. В Крите. Криту скачай на бесплатно. So, basically, I felt immense pain, right? In the night. Again, thanks to my father, that's all how miserable I am. He helped me to find the new clinic. I went to the new clinic, of course. And the pretty lady checked me, and she said, "Oh, you have pulpitis." And I was like, "Pulpitis?" She was like, "Pulpitis." I was like, "Well, shit. Fucking remove my teeth." She was like, "Good idea." Because treating it is a really bad idea. Really useless idea. I was like, "Yes, remove it." So apparently I had the pulpitis. So apparently the pain, the immense pain that I was feeling that was not even pain medications helping with, apparently it was a pulpitis. If you had pulpitis, you will understand how much of the immense pain it is. And by the photos, like photos of my mouth, apparently the pain was already going to my face. I don't know how to explain it. Basically on a photo, I saw like the whole ass bulb going from my tooth to other teeth already. So I guess it was really visible how much of the pain I was having. I'm good meeting soon. Meeting? Who you meeting? Who meeting? Should it say the teeth for the tooth fairy? Man, I wish the tooth fairy will give me money to treat, to remove another teeth. I wish, because removing the tooth, guys, costs me like my full ass fucking commission, like the commission that I will be doing like a week or 2 weeks. So it's not the funny thing. So I wish the tooth fairy actually pay me a little bit, because you know cashback is a thing nowadays. So you know she needs to modernize a little bit, I think. Wisdom to remove ouch. I mean, it was not ouch, by the way, because listen. Work mitten, not a fun mitten, unfortunately. Not a fun? Oh, why not fun? Because like it didn't went well, or you can not share, of course, if you don't want to. Rip tooth, you were a bad stupid tooth. Go to trash bin. You deserve. Yes, I mean maybe he was a good tooth, because you know it's been living with me for more than 20 years. So I guess it's a good tooth at the end of the day. But still, So basically, she wanted to treat, to remove the teeth the same day, but apparently she noticed like some complications along the way, which was at the end of the day, spoiler, not a complication. So she just decided to be a little bit more careful with me, maybe, or not. I don't know. But basically, she put me medications like the temporary plum into my teeth. So I was not feeling pain anymore actually for the next day. So I still had the tooth, but had no pain. I was extremely happy the next day, trust me. So, but on the next day, I came, the tooth was removed like in, I'm not gonna even joke, like for 10 minutes or so. Like it was extremely fast. I didn't felt anything. It was just, I don't know. It's one of the easiest procedures I had in my life, I swear to God. So, my you know that the first, like the milk teeth? Do you call it milk teeth in English? Like the first teeth that you have in? Is this milk teeth in English? Because in Russian it's actually called milk teeth. Crimson, by the way, did you got your wisdom tooth removed ever? It harmed you, now it's bad. Yes. Ah, guys, look at you. You have a streaks. You have a streaks. Nice. Did you saw this? Oh my god, that's a shitty thing. If you are not streaming, you don't know, but maybe you saw people already complaining about it, including me. Basically now, if you are not, how to say it? If your followers losing the streak on your channel, Twitch deadass gonna notify you basically, oh look, 5 people from your channel is about to lose the streak on your channel. Do something with this. Do something. People are not going to your stream anymore. Do something, you piece of shit. Do something. What the fuck? Twitch, are you okay? Can you be more discouraging? Like first it's like the viewer count, and now it's this. What do you want? Why am I getting into the abusive relationship by streaming on Twitch these days? I swear to God. Please, stop it. I don't want to leak your feed. I just want to stream. Okay? I think so. I think I heard it like this. Wait, what? About what? What cannot guarantee? About what? Cannot Can it be true that wisdom teeth are wisdoms because only people with enough wisdom can keep them alive? Okay, I'm gonna be. It's not as if I'm saying that, you know, she's stupid or anything. No, not even close. But my friend, my childhood friend, she have her teeth, wisdom teeth intact. Still, they're not like giving her any problems, so they're intact still in her mouth. I don't understand what we have the same wisdom with her, so no. I know her my whole life. Chop chop, you losing viewers. Yeah, basically, this is how it feels. Chop chop, chop chop, doggy. Your viewers are not interested in you anymore. Chop chop. Come on, come on. Do something. Engage with them. Do something. Come on, no go. Oh, I cannot even like Actually, it was a bad idea to try to whistle. I need to be a little bit, you know, a little bit chill. Because doctor said to me to be chill, basically. Epic, hello, how you doing? Прикатился сюда. So yeah, basically the tube got removed really fast. Like, no problems, no complications actually. Okay. So I'm really happy about that, obviously so. And right now I have a гипен хул. Здесь ты с акцентом говоришь прикатился. Ну, прикатился. В общем, what I was about to say. What I was about to say. But yeah, basically, прикатился. Но это для шутки. I said chill, play Overwatch soon. Maybe actually, but I was planning to work because, you know, I have a lot of work. You know, I did not plan to have a fucking pulpitis in my tooth. You know, I was not planning to have a pulpitis in my tooth, so kinda I lost around a week of work when I have every day on the calendar count. Мафия 2. О, как тебе? Play with Soldier 60. Oh no. I think I know what you're talking about. Overwatch 2 on their official TikTok account released a video where Soldier 76 do the meme with 6-7. Are they actually think that their main audience is Alpha, Gen Alpha? Do they actually think so? Do they actually think so? Laugh, no. I'm not gonna even whistle, no. Like, do they not understand that the only audience Overwatch still have is the older Gen Z? Like, literally, the people who grew up usually with the Overwatch? Do they not understand that?
Why you not drinking, huh? You
No,
wanna die?
Thank you so much for the hydrate. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused about it. But yeah, in the end of the day, guys, let's be happy that one of the problematic tooths are removed. I still need to, though, like 1 month after this one is gonna be completely healed and yada yada yada. 1 month after that, I need to remove my another wisdom tooth. Because it's basically, I saw the picture of my teeth, right? I saw the photo. There's basically no tooth left. There's only cavities there. So I'm really scared that actually my left one is gonna have the same story with PTs. Because, you know, it's completely looking the same so far. So I'm a little bit scared. But I hope I'm gonna get it removed in time. Did a monster appear on my head? Yes, the monster can appear on my head. Да-да-да, не показалось. Сетительная тирада о ТЧ и фуд-фетишизме. А фуд-фетишизм где был? And also, welcome back, Ricky. Welcome back, the gambling addict, Ricky. But yeah, let's be happy, guys, that I'm finally free. So I'm gonna be completely free from the pain and from the wisdom teeth. Because I swear to God, I'm so tired of having the pain when I should not have a pain, you know? I have enough of the mental pain to have the tooth pain. I'm not a gambling addict. Yeah. How many legendary bees do you have already at your name? How many? I just want to know. How many? If we were to able to have a count, how many of the legendary bees we have already? I think you would be already having more than 15, 20. Разминайся. Okay, let's stretch a little bit. You can check. I cannot though. I cannot though. На что Twitch заставляет юзеров подбегать как собачку Амакимы. Да. Я почти P-word сказала сейчас. Ну так. Ну вот, смотрите, что происходит, если я не стримлю немножко. I commissioned something a year ago and so far nothing. I have a perfect reputation, Lanka. You know that, right? I have no commissions that I did not complete it in time. Shut the fuck up! And you're not in there because your commissions are done. You can. How? Another temples of shawarma from Gish. If I were able to, I would to put you fishing right now, but sadly, I mean not sadly, but Isaka is streaming right now, so I cannot use it. I need to buy already. I need to buy myself fishing. Что случилось? Что случилось? Lanka прикалывается просто. Lanka's just fucking around, basically. So Lanka, people actually thinking that something is happening. Stop! Actually, stop. Yamero. My sister in the hello, Dami, hello, Alex, hello. Gishichi сказал мне, что закат не тебя, Алекс, Ланку. Hello, how you doing? Guys, look, 2 people came into the chat and 2 people owns Gishi dayo. 2 people own Gishi dayo. Domi and Alex actually owns Gishi dayo. They recently took their own Gishi dayo at home. So, pretend that I am giving you a microphone to talk. So, tell me, how do you feel by having Gishi dayo at your home? How do you feel? Что вы чувствуете, имея Gishi dayo у себя дома? Я так недавно не смотрел, ничего уже не знаю, забыл. Даёмы. Put me in Gishiwarma, one day is next life. Okay. We're gonna put you in Gishiwarma. Your life is going to be short, but good short-lived life. Да, кстати, Алекс, почему-то оранжевый. Мне страшно. It's always, for some reason, so uncanny when people change in the color of their nicknames. I don't know why. Like, it feels as if person changed their identity. It feels different, you know? It feels completely different. Thank you so much to the lurk, Yappig. Thank you. Oh. I'm happy Gishi dayo is nice. Yappy. I'm happy. I'm happy that I was actually able to, you know, for Gishidayo to have so many different homes in so many different parts of Russia. I'm so happy. One of the reasons I made her like so cheap, basically, so people were able to have Gishi with them. I'm happy with my decision. I'm happy. And now I know more about the delivery, like inside of my country delivery, because, like, you know, it's a good experience to have for the future. Now I know what to ask from people already, like from the start, from the get-go. And stuff like this. So it's really nice to know. It's really nice to have such experience already. What do you mean you hang Gishidayo? What did she do, Alex? What did she do? But this how it is, directly above the mirror. Aww! Wait, mirror, monitor. Say hello to her from me right now. And she's gonna, when you're gonna say hello to her, she's gonna be like, Gishidayo. That's a new gen. That's a new gen of the Gishidayo merchandise. When you're gonna talk to her, everything that she's gonna answer to you is Gishidayo. You know, I'm gonna promote it as if it was a plushie with inside of AI that actually gonna answer you, depends on what you're saying to her. But everything that she's gonna, and she is actually gonna have an AI model inside of her, right? But everything that she's gonna say is Gishidayo. Like she's actually gonna have a dead-ass complicated AI model that's gonna require you like basically to have the memory card inside of her, yada yada yada. But everything that she's gonna say to you is Gishidayo, because it's just how she is. And it's actually her honest thoughts. Need plus Gishi, I'm waiting. I'm actually really curious where can I do plushie Gishidayo. Вы знаете какие-нибудь места, где можно плюшку сделать? I wonder if there's actually places to make it. I mean, I know the Uva merch, I guess, of course, but it's like campaign. It's campaign. We need a lot of people to want it. How are you today? How's your tooth? I mean, the main bitch has been removed. Этот зуб мудрости вытащили. Надо будет вытаскивать еще. Но пока что первый вытащили. And simply because I wanted to be more like a red panda that just read. Ой. Быть более похожа на красный панда, нежели просто... Understood. Okay, understood. Then fair. There then. Oh look, they have a Strix! Look, Twitch are not gonna gaslight me anymore. See, Twitch, fuck you! Thank you for the pet. Fuck you, Twitch. See, people are coming back. You can stop being mean to me. You can stop being bitch towards me. Mogu. Don't do such a mogu to my chicks. I cannot yet. I have an injury. Don't do like don't. But yeah, and by the way, I'm so happy with the new clinic. And I think I'm not gonna go to the old clinic anymore I was going to, because first of all, of course, because of them, I think everything escalated to the pool PTs, because you know I thought that they don't have anything wrong there. It's just like how it is, because I was asking constantly like, oh, is there actually nothing wrong, blah blah blah, because you know my teeth are fucking bleeding, not teeth but like gums are bleeding, and I have pain from time to time, like pain, but constantly the doctor was saying shit to me. He was like, nothing is wrong there. So you know, this is not really competent from him. So yeah, I'm happy that I have now a new place. It's even closer to my home and a little bit cheaper even. That is better. And there's like a lot of actually dentists and doctors there that can help, if anything. So I'm happy. Extremely positive experience. Will not recommend to anyone though, because you know, I will not recommend anyone to have a fucking pool PT in their life, because it's horrible. It's actually horrible. It's so painful. It's so nasty. Like, you know, the pain feels as if it's like inside of your head, so you feel a little bit crazy already at some point with this pain. I don't like it. Didn't like it. Not no, didn't like it. So yeah, it is what it is, but I'm happy that I am almost pain-free currently, and that's good, right? That's what is good here. Okay, but the main question still stands, guys. Are we going to draw? Кстати, сегодня день стаута, поэтому я, можно сказать, еще и праздную приезд Гисидаю свой обитель. Gishidayo went on the journey to celebrate. She's gonna eat a lot. She's gonna eat a lot. She's gonna be like, oh, celebration, Gishidayo. She's going to be like, oh, you have a food? Oh, you have a celebration? Gishidayo. 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 Have a celebration? Have a celebration? Give me your food. Give me your food. Pwede делать еще гиши уяй. I imagine the keychain with the gishi uyai. You're just gonna like actually spin it. She's going to be like uyai 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 uyai. The gishi, hello how you doing? How you doing? Um. It didn't ring out a little bit. Yes. Um. I'm trying to not to laugh and smile a lot, by the way, because it hurts. Num. Не получится, знаете, допустим, 10. Больше. More than 10. You don't understand. Because you're the one who's gambling on Legendary Beast, you don't understand how much you already actually wasted. You don't see the truth. You don't see the reality. The reality for you is already like... It's just gambling. You know? It's just already the stakes. You don't understand how much you already wasted. You don't understand how much you already actually lost. You don't feel it. You don't see it. This is how it is for gamblers. 23. Oh, by the way, guys, what's happening in Star Rail? I don't play Honkai Star Rail, but I've seen a lot of stuff out of it. Basically, characters dying. What the hell is that? Сколько я Не надо! Я твой чат GPT, я твой стримлер, я помню. I downloaded it back yesterday. Oh, Starville? For the new update? Oh, Gishko, hello! Hello, Ryo, how you doing? Base Honkai. I really want to know the lore of Honkai in those moments, but in the same time, nah. Strangon Gishi is here. Hello, me! How you doing? How you doing, me? Hiya! Yes, I'm strong. I'm strong.
Why you not drinking, huh? You wanna die?
Thank you for the hydrate. I just hydrated. Hiya! Это сценаристы бас так делают. Но я слышала, что в первых ханкаях тоже там много было погибели. Ой. Yes, I'm a strong woman who survives pulpitis and survived the tooth removal. I mean, yet again, the tooth removal was extremely easy. So I'm happy with that. I'm extremely happy. Extremely. That's good, Rio. That's good. Nice. Keep your friends close to you. I'm so happy tomorrow gonna be a scary day. I just need to work a little bit more. That's okay. That's good. You can do this. I know you can do this. You're strong, you're powerful. You can do this. You can do this and more. You can do it. Just a little bit longer. Okay. Where am I? I'm gonna take the inspiration from you and be strong woman. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Let me be your woman. Let me be your woman. Woman, woman, woman. Just think we still don't have a snow, by the way. We don't have any snow. We don't have even the hint of the snow, thankfully. I like snow, but I don't like how it's like when there's a lot of snow and it's getting dirty already. I don't like it. Okay. Are we playing? I actually want to play maybe a little bit of Overwatch today, but I need to work. We just shared about. Okay, you know what? We have actually the video to watch, so I think we can watch the video while I'm drawing again. Well, why not? Right? Why not? Where's the video though? Ugh. Video. Yes, video. What did about Miskiff? How's his name? Miskiff? Because I know shit about Miskiff, guys. I wanna know. Movie. No. We can get copyright strike for a movie. We can get copyright strike for this. Oh! So much low snow, but where I live now, first snow will be here towards the end of November. I mean, isn't that good? Isn't it how it's supposed to be? Then make your own movie. I barely can afford to make my own merch. I'm talking about the movie. I mean, I like to make art house in a certain ways. I like to just like film pretty stuff with the concept of it being in our world. I remember when I made like a little video with basically dolls all around the daily life of the doll collector, basically. And I don't know still why I fucking did it, but I did it and I'm happy, I guess. Yeah, all weird stuff, pleb psychology concept. Yes. This one I like not really talkative shit, I guess. I guess because I'm actually stupid. Because you do stuff like this by the two reasons. Either you're really smart or you're really stupid, in my opinion. Those horror movie. No. That was actually I'm just thinking, can I show you this video or not? Because like, does it? I remember it did not have my face. Let me actually try to find it. Let me try to find it. No, you don't wanna? It's just those. It's nothing scary. It's nothing scary. Baseta Costa. You have a stick. You have a stick. Thank you for a stick. I wanna hug Gishi. You can hug me. I can even come closer a little bit. I'm sorry, I smell a little bit like medications, but that's okay. Actually, that I smell like medications. I remember, especially yesterday, I went for my family, and they're like, "Oh, I hear the smell of medications," and I was like, I wanna pass out. Pass out! Don't pass out! Don't pass out on me! Hold on me! Hold on! Сказал, раз не использует нейронку на моей стороне. Да пошла нахуй, нейронка! Я лучше ее знаю! Я лучше ее знаю тебя! Я тебя знаю лучше, чем нейронка! Ты веришь мне или нейронке? Отойдите подальше от сумасшедших. Хорошо. Hello, Legon, how you doing? Yeah, come on! I am there? No, 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 I am there. No, no, no. Okay, yes, I am there. I have it actually. Illegon, konnichiwa! Medication, this is great. It smells like something clean. Actually, fair. Like when I had the temporary plumb and when I had my teeth removed, every time after the procedure, the dentists were saying to me basically, oh, it's gonna taste bad or it's gonna like smell bad because like it's gonna smell like medication, blah blah. I like root beer. So I guess this explains why I'm not against that. Ten Miss Gishi, but I'm here, Masumi. Hello, how you doing? How was your birthday, Masumi? Тебе я верю больше на ранку математику знать. Откуда ты знаешь? Я очень хороша была в математике. I need some wisdom. Okay, Invisible. Maybe they still have my tooth in their garbage bin, so I can go there for a second. In the clinic, and maybe they will get me my tooth back and I can give it to you and you maybe like use it. How about this? Kisha, how about my new avatar? Your new avatar. I really don't know how your avatar looked previously. Gotta be honest. Oh, it's like your new model thingy, right? You decided to do for Brandon, you're not Ginger anymore? Ah! Suddenly he acquired soul. It was good, yes. I also replied to some of your tweets when I appear in my Twitter feed, but right now have infected tooth, so in a lot of pain. Oh no, you have infected tooth as well? No, Masumi. Hold on. If you have the ability, please go as fast as you can to the doctor. How do I thread the thread through though a lock without a drilling hole? Basically you bash your head to the wall. In Minecraft, of course. And after this you put a rope there. And on the rope there's a thread. And Yappig. Basic magic. Ah! Furia! Okay, got it. Yes. Yes. Of course, don't do that. Twitch, for the sake of Twitch, I did not say to do that. If someone is actually gonna bash their head to the wall, I did not say anything. Thank you for the pet. I did it. I got antibiotics 1-2 days ago, and in a long time, it's too hard to get in removal because there is a nerve wrapped around the tooth. Oh, itself, and removing it will be bad if not properly. Oh, yeah. Sounds not cute at all. I still hope everything is gonna go well, whatever it is. Okay, little toothless cutie, have a wonderful evening. Hope I'll be better than ever. Oh, Helen, thank you so much. If you're gonna go to sleep right now, because it sounds like you're saying goodbye. Bye-bye. Okay, I'll go finish my dishes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, me. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Обиделся он, фурю. Ну что ты обижаешь? Ну ладно, как там называют кошка-девочек и кошка-мальчика с ушками? How do you call the cat boy and cat girl with just, you know, the ears? Like they're not Furi, but someone else. I forgot. Who are they? Давай, Ми, ты справишься. You can do that. Все вы справитесь. Совсем справитесь. Привет, Фуры. I forgot which language I'm speaking on for a second. Я забыла, на каком языке говорить на секунду, потому что вы все на русском говорите. Stop! Okay. Okay, what I was about to do. Тоже справишься, Маласка. Я справлюсь. Мне бы с этими, с языками справиться. Это путаюсь уже. Okay. Meow, meow. Okay, what I was about to do, guys? What I was about to do? You wanna fill in with some relaxing movies or check us out? Ah, so movies are better than I am. I see now. I see how it is. I mean, fair. I'm not a gambler. I just love Gishi. I see. And I'm not gambler. I just like the atmosphere, right? I just like the atmosphere at this casino. Ow, ow. It hurts a little bit. Gishigishos. No, gishigishik. It hurts a little bit because, like, you know, after removal, the pain can go, like, spread a little bit. Ew. 10 дней интернета. О, 10 дней, что за... Ты пропустишь мою годовщину! Ай-яй-яй. Атмосфера не 10, ничего не выиграю, не собираюсь. Of course, of course. Of course, you little gambler. Of course. Та-та-та-та. Та-ра-та-ра-та-та. Гестика Деха, я не увидел сообщение, за собирай буду. Your Gishi is already in your city! Your Gishi is already in your city! Guys, see? See, this is what you're getting for getting Gishi the happiness. Gishi люблю всех. Люблю. Angular, hello, мя. До получения маленькой работы. Вау. Ну, хоть какой-то момент надо быть... Это... В какой-то момент мужикам надо, наверное, страдать, да? Извиняюсь. Okay. This one is open, this one is open, everything is open. My heart is open, my mind is open. Hope you heal up soon. Checked out some of your art on Twitter and it's so good. Angular, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Actually, right now I'm planning to draw as well. So we're drawing this today. The pose, as you can see here, is a commissioner's reference. So we're gonna draw by this pose. I already have a sketch ready. I had a good day before all of the pool PT's pain. So I sketched a couple of my commissions ahead. Thank you, Angler, so much. Thank you. Says Дошта, прямое заключение, нужны выпуски из справки. Weird people, gotta say that. Weird people, weird rules, don't understand. Thank God. Okay, guys. Let me update my tea a little bit because it's almost over and I need something to, you know, to drink. So let me update it. And while I'm gone, of course, as usually, for my beautiful hopefully Gen Z's only at least. But for my Gen Alpha's brains, I'm gonna put you cats. Okay, touch. And oh, I love this song. Tea's updating, yeah, tea's updating. Sadly, I don't have a person who can bring me a tea, so gotta deal with this myself. Oh man, oh man. Put. Okay, have some kitties, okay? Okay, do I have a bear happy thingy here? I do not. Man. Okay, beer idea, okay? Have some kitties. I'm back. Hotel Basin, hello. How you doing? Hi, everyone. Please update it. It's already updated. 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 Can I drink it though? Is it too hot? Is it not? I tried to make it not too hot. Think about the pet. Oh! Kitty, no! Kitty, oh. I'm sorry, can we watch Kitties a little bit? This one is a good one for some reason. Wait, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for you. Blancy, long time no see. Hello. Hey, then did the wisdom tooth stat fall to the single digits? Sadly, it's still 3. 3 left. My cat today, my older kitty, she jumped on my smaller not kitty, but like she's 3 years old already, right? On my younger one today, almost, when she was asking for the wet food today. She's acting, I swear to God, she's acting as if she's never eat before the wet food. But how you doing, Bansi? I'm doing better right now. T file, unpack and started. It's already unzipped. Just like my cat always gives me his butt to scratch. I think it's, I don't know, when the kitty gives you a butt to scratch, you're just like, that was a bad idea to make this sound. That was a bad idea to make it sound. That was a bad idea to make this sound. Gishi. Gishi, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, noted. Not making weird sounds again. Meow. You just want to help with dishes. Oh. What? What? That's me at the dentist office. But gotta be honest, I was really good at the dentist office. Wait. You can't even eat. He's so roundy. Oi. Oh no, guys. Imagine you are. Yeah. Oh no! No! Imagine you're at the aircraft and suddenly you hear from aircom. Actually, like, meow meow. What you gonna think about it? Doing good that after a workout out is the youth after being jumped. I've been not jumped. I just got the wisdom tooth removed. It doesn't mean that my youth been jumped. It doesn't mean that I'm the hag anymore. Finding babies, yes, finding babies. I love cats. I love cats so much. The cat, I mean, she's okay. She was barely jumped on. She didn't felt anything. She didn't even react that much. Wait. Wait. What was that? I was about to mimic the sound, but it's gonna hurt. Guys, I don't. Most likely you understand why it's so painful here. Oi. As a person who grew up with the vinyls, like when I was small, I was actually having, I think, oh my god, until 5 years old or something like this, I was actually like primarily using vinyl player because I didn't have like DVD and stuff, right? I have a VHS cassettes, but yeah. So there was a lot of like the not much of the music, but a lot of the kid stories on the vinyls in my home. So I've been listening to it a lot. So I learned how to use vinyl player really fast, and really fast I understood the scares of the needle harming the plastic itself, right? The vinyl itself, and harming itself, like the needle itself. So this one is extremely painful to watch. I'm glad to hear it makes sense. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is how they act at the mornings usually, as if they're never ate in their life. Yeah, that's what vinyl is, yeah. What? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean that you didn't know what vinyl is? Plancy! You never used vinyl? In English, yes. Yeah, vinyl is the plastics. Those. I'm surprised it calls vinyl as well. In Russian, it calls plastinka. Wow. Hmm. Oh. Oh no. The dog can lay down on the kitty though. Oh no, it's gonna attack. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not again! Oh, it's a graphics. The one that uses the needle to trace the remark the sounds. Yeah. Vinyl. Oi! 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 Oh, he's unpacking his new toy, look. Just like human. I think he did not understood what's unpacking mean. Nah, he isn't. He is the present. Oi! Yes, he's a present indeed. Every kitty is a present. I could never understand that. I gotta be honest. Like I see a lot of usually Americans because they have it like in their houses, right? Like the carpets. I will never understand to cut something like fabric at the carpet because you dead us. You don't understand that you're able to. Oh wait. Oh, I'm trying to sneeze more accurately because you know I'm scared for the blood clog to unclog. So you don't understand that, bless you, thank you. You don't understand that you can cut your own carpet, right? Yeah, thank you for the pet. Yeah, was it a love bite? Don't know actually. Cats are weird like this. They usually bite like this when they just play as well. They bite you as if they want you dead, but they actually just playing. I don't know.
Gishi, you can
Wait.
have cheeseburger.
Thank you for the cheeseburger without cheese. Oh no. Ah, Hitler. Oh, I like the ball. Ah. Ah. Oh. Put some beats here. Yeah, this is one of the things that I like about cats. When they fight with each other, they usually just they usually just bat mouthing each other. Most likely talking something about each other's moms. Oh. Can you teach cats commands, or how did he get the cat to stretch? I mean, it can be just what is it? Just reflex thingy with my kitty as well. Recently, when I tried to like just to hold her, I hold her by the armpits first to get her to to the sitting position in my hands in my arms. And recently, she starts to stretch actually when I try to pick her up. So I think it's just how it is for them. Because not every cat stretched in the video actually, only one. Everyone else is just like was just like dingling from the hands. Karis is just like you with the mom insults, hey? That's why I love cats so much. But yeah, you can actually teach cats commands as well. But in this situation, I think it's just how they are. Because to be fair, only one kitty like stretched. Other kitties are just like we're just like dangling from the hands. But you can. It's a little bit harder than dogs, I think. But you can teach the cat. Oi. You can teach cat certain things. Oi! Oi! You're so young and already fighting. Oi. She got the mouse. Oi, where's your tail? Oi. Bro, can we watch our cat's OP sometime? Who? Who? Ah, wait, I know this video. If this is what I'm thinking we're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. No. Yeah. I think Isaka showed me this one. Let me... I think Isaka showed me this one. Okay, why not? I'm gonna make it smaller though. Wait. Okay. Fergus, I'm just lurking today for a little. Hope you'll feel better soon. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Cobbs. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is it on the house sound? House sound? I mean, it's not going to be full sound, of course. So I can speak a little. Is it really low? A vile cat. Okay, I wanted to change his body a little bit. Teammate. Wait. Ayo. Oh no, I think my keyboard died. Oh no. I need to change the batteries. Come here. Come here. Kitty used bite. Kitty used the bite. Kitty obtained happiness. Okay, let me get the new ones. Kitty! What you doing here? Kitty! How is cats overpowered? Because they're extremely cute and they can do whatever they like with you. Just because they're cute and you will let them. Okay. Yippee! Keyboard is working. No, that's because of their parasites. Nah. They just loved. See, they can do nothing. They're just cute. Just cute bastards. The mess with your surveillance is over reaction speed and makes you more fond of cats. Okay, I think the shoulder blade here is enormous. I accidentally made it enormous. Should be smaller. Bounce. Kitty used booty wiggle. Wait, what's this? Noob or noob? Cats are noobs. Cats all noobs. Did you saw how they take care of their kittens? They're noobs. think I'm fucking up with this part, but I cannot fix it. Hmm. Hmm. A lot of pests. Hmm. They're independent as fuck, but a lot of cats just likes to be with humans. Just babies.
Huh?
Promotion. Okay, I think this one is better. Yeah, guys, just because you like the game so much, he gives you benefits for the game. Yes, yes, yes. Man. So Spore was what accurate to the original video vision? Spore? Cats are spores. Cats are mushrooms. Okay, and the next video is this one. I know shit about Miskiff, so I want to know. Hearing well? Animals, animals. Oh! My neighbor scared the shit out of me again. What are they? They usually move something around the hours when I stream. Is this on purpose? Is this on purpose?
Destroyed any goodwill he once captured, and everyone is simply ready to accept his fate as yet another deservedly cancelled streamer. But it wasn't always this way. In 2015, Matthew Rinuato was just some Italian kid from New Jersey. He was attending school for finance, hoping to eventually work for Vanguard, one of the largest investment companies in the world. He claims that at 16 years old, he joined a Skype group called The Wolf of Weed Street,
no
led
chance
by a
in his
man who may
Wait,
be
what?
Jason Spatafora, an
He's doing... Huh? Lawsuit? Like, against Emerald? Man, shit. Isaka did not do even that. Shit, no one in my life for a plushie sent me. I haven't heard. No, I haven't heard. I'm telling you, I don't even know shit about Miskiff. That's why this video is incredibly in time. Hold on, Sandra. Okay. Yeah, Spore was originally meant to portray evolution and the important day of life. Wait, Spore like game? Talking about game? Okay, I think I will put the 3D model. I will do the 3D model. I need to understand how the fuck the muscles are working there, because in the reference there is just you know, just a pose with the shirt, but I need to actually go underneath shirt. Send the full complaint. Okay. Let me see. He was a skater boy. Oh, it's PDF. Where's it gonna open? Where's it gonna open? Oh, it's gonna open here. Ah! No! Ah! Oh wait, can I open it on stream even? Wait, bitch up. Imagine it's just. Oh my fucking god. Looks official. Huh? Emily. Oh! Oh my god. Mystic talent management. Oh. Oh. Is he doing okay? Hisu, Nemero, Asmongold also came Mystic Talent and King. Wait, why Asmongold? Aren't they like together? No? Why them? Holy moly, is he okay? is this what he was telling by it's time to put out the demons out? Emero and Asmongold for Slender. Oh. Oh. That they were not actually like abusing him, they were just like actually throwing plushes at him. Oh man, how miserable can you be to just this breach of contract? Okay, this one can be, I guess. I don't know if they're actually like, you know, breach the contract, but this one maybe. I don't know anything about those people, so maybe. Okay, let me put the 3D model in the pose to the camera. Huh? Okay, I guess it's again the situation when it's not me who cannot draw, it's actually the pose again being a little bit weird. Because I'm posing right now, and it looks weird. I mean, it doesn't look weird, but just doesn't look really pretty, so to speak. He's claiming Nemero and Desmond are lying about everything they said about him. And does he have like any you know, evidence for his shit? So far I see a lot of clips of him mistreating Emero a lot. Poor Emero. I guess not poor to the statement of what she's having from him, but still, abuse is not, you know, is not something like, oh, but she benefit from him, blah blah blah. I don't fucking care. Okay, so yeah, I guess the pose is just a little bit posy. He doesn't have to provide evidence at this stage since it's the initial complaint. He will have to provide it later. Ah! I mean, fair. But still, stupid. Stupid. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for no music, no video. I'm trying to put the 3D. So you will see what I'm doing right now. Here. You see what I'm doing. I'm trying to put it into the pose from the reference, but this reference kinda, you know, not really always physically possible. But since I need to draw bareback for this reference, I kinda need it. At least to orientate a little bit better. Work smarter, not harder, so they say. But here, I don't even know how do we work in here. Yeah, this part looks weird. No matter what. Man. Is it? Wait. Yeah, it's just looking weird. Okay, okay. He was a skater boy. Da 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 da. Come there. Oh my god. Yeah, Clipster needs to update the posing thingy. I mean, not like I'm gonna be able to get the update. But still. Sadly, I bought the version that is not updatable. I mean, updatable, but for money. Dante,
Why you not
hello!
drinking, huh?
How you
You wanna die?
doing? Thank you for the hydrate. Give me 1 second. 1 second. You and the skater boy. Da, 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 da. Okay, something around so it's not really fun, but we'll do. We'll do. Just make a screenshot. Na 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 na. How are ya? I got my wisdom tooth removed.
Because I genuinely have never been so excited.
Oh wait,
for a
it's
brand
differently
partnership
though.
before.
It's different.
Investor known for his dealings with cannabis companies.
Make me
But I'm not
how
sure
you
if this is the same
doing?
guy that Matt is
Hello.
talking about, as there are
Hello.
actually a few wolves of Weed Street. Now, Matt claims that by following the advice of this Skype group, he managed to turn
Okay, let's see.
$2,500
Let's see
into
how wrong I was.
$150,000 at the age of 16. However, due to poor investments, that number would shrink to $15,000.
Don't understand.
But this did give him a passion for finance, which he would pursue a degree in.
Wait,
After
what?
finishing college, he had his Vanguard job lined up and was ready to enter the finance workforce. But during a trip
Wait,
to
look! Oh, thank you for the paper. Look how it's lined up with my sketch. Oh, almost like in the almost. Damn, am I actually getting good? Damn. Good.
Wildwood, New Jersey, he suffered from a sudden health issue. His left arm went completely numb during the day. His friend, an EMT, stated that he was probably fine, and Ms. just took his word for it. His mother gave him ibuprofen, thinking he just had some mild cold. While he initially
Do
thought
you
it was
have
a
a
non-issue,
ibuprofen?
later that night
I
he
think I
woke
have a
up
headache.
coughing up blood, his heart feeling like it was about to explode, and screaming at the top of his lungs. His dad floored it to the emergency room, where the doctor immediately accused him of being on cocaine. But Ms. wasn't. After a week and a half in the hospital, tests determined that he had viral myocarditis, which is essentially when the heart becomes inflamed due to an infection. While it wasn't known exactly what illness had caused the issue initially, it had been building up for years in the background of Miz's life. It was made worse by him taking the ADHD medication Adderall for 5 years prior, ultimately causing his heart to beat faster than normal and exasperating this pre-existing health issue. While it's clear that this needed to be addressed far earlier, the doctors also told Miz that if his mother hadn't given him ibuprofen that night, he could have died. Now unable to take Adderall to focus, and having taken so much time off when he was meant to be starting work at Vanguard, Matt's dreams of being a finance bro began to fade. After working an odd job in California for 3 months, Vanguard was once again willing to hire him, but then his parents decided to move from Jersey to Florida, and Matt went with them, not wanting to be away from his immediate family. So, with his Vanguard dreams once again put to bed, he considered pursuing another dream he had from the very beginning: online content creation.
What is this music?
To understand what made Miz successful, you have to understand that he began as primarily a viewer of the scene and a community member. Mizkif had joined the Discord server of YouTuber Glink, someone who was embedded in the culture of Twitch and had made various videos commenting on the current events of the streaming world. Mizkif had become a regular in Glink's Discord and was told by the community there that he was funny and had a lot of knowledge on the ins and outs of Twitch subculture. They suggested that he make videos of his own. In 2018, the Twitch community was really beginning to come into its own, alone, with names like Mitch Jones, Greek God X, Tyler1, and Dr. Disrespects dominating the platform. Miz knew that if he began streaming, he was coming into a world where no one knew his name or had any reason to watch him. At the time, his viewer count could be as low as 10 people watching on a good day. It would take months, maybe even years, before he made $1 off of his efforts, so he decided to take a shortcut. He began producing short documentaries about the lives of some of the biggest names on Twitch. The first one was about Tyler1, well known for screaming while playing League of Legends. Tyler was huge on Twitch, regularly streaming to tens of thousands of people and having one of the most dedicated audiences on the entire platform. Mizkif's documentary about Tyler made it clear that he was a fan of him, and while he did crack some jokes at his expense, it was all in good fun. Initially, this video got literally no views. No one cared. But Glink apparently gave Mizkif the idea to start spamming Tyler and other streamers in his circle to see if they would watch it on stream. He lucked out with Tyler's brother, E-Rob, who watched the video and sent his audience to drop a like and give it some more views, boosting it in the
Pretty
algorithm.
boy. Hello Redders, my name is Gishichi and I'm a mimic VTuber who currently have her wisdom tooth removed, so I need to speak a little bit differently if I want to survive the 3-hour stream. Welcome! How you doing? What were you doing? Thank you Ari so much for the install. How's the Tooth Fairy? Tooth Fairy should give me more than $100 for the removal, by the way. Oh, by the way, yeah. I think Tooth Fairy gives you money for the removal of your teeth. I think I finally got it. Tooth Fairy is just a corporate bitch. she's just I see. How's the biddy? How is Richter? How's the biddy? How is the beautiful new Richter that should not really be existent in this universe? I think it was a mistake. Richter, bah, 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 bah. Bah. Have some snacks after the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. We're watching video about Mizkif because yet again I know shit about him. And apparently he's about to sue a lot of people.
From here, Miz managed to make a small name for
Try to
himself,
finish my project,
but more
I'll be
importantly, he had
laser
found an
anti-bar.
exploit to get
Yeah.
attention. He repeated this formula
Have a
with
fun
Greek
one.
God
Thank you
X,
so much for
Dr.
the
Disrespects,
raid.
Mitch Jones, Ninja, and Asmon Gold, many of whom reacted to the documentaries on
Mizkif,
their
you
own
mean
streams,
boyfriend
which
of the year?
Mizkif would
Yes.
then clip and post on his own
The
channel,
poorest
with these
boyfriend
clips
of the year.
outpacing the views of the original documentaries tenfold.
Imagine being from Plushy set, huh?
Where he would skip gym class
I would look at you crying. I would look
Most
at
of
you.
the streamers took them pretty well, having an easy time playing off the jokes and appreciating that Miz was clearly a fan of them. Most.
And was known in school for his extremely bad ADHD and terrible SpongeBob impressions. When Tyler wasn't forgetting songs.
Are you kidding me, dude? Man, I'd watch that if this guy wasn't an idiot. First of all, I wasn't
Biggest
born
in
in
belly
like,
cleaning.
Kappa 123's in
Wash
the chat.
my
Born
belly.
in Detroit Hospital.
Bruh.
It's hidden for too long.
It's
He's
easy
getting
to see
his
why
belly
people liked
cleaned.
Mizkif's videos. He was definitely
He
knowledgeable
is.
enough about these streamers to crack jokes that only their audience would understand.
He's too
and some
small
of these
for not
guys,
getting
like
his
Ninja,
belly
while they may
cleaned.
not have taken it the best, did have absolutely massive audiences. Tyler Blevins reacted to the Mizkif video on him to over 140,000
Oh, wait, again,
live
it's
viewers.
stoic, right?
Within
It's
just
stoic,
3
so I
months of
need
its
to...
release, the Tyler 1
The
documentary
hands, the
had
mechanical
hit 1
hands.
million views.
I always
and this
forget
is at
it.
a time before
That's so
documentary
have the
content
mechanical
was the
hands.
norm on YouTube, especially when it came to YouTubers, and really when it came to streamers. There were only a select few who had found any success doing it, but the man whose attention mattered the most for his connections was Ice Poseidon. Nowadays, it's likely that if you know the name Ice Poseidon, you have some sort of negative connotation associated with the brand, even if you don't know why. He's definitely made that bed for himself.
Oh
due to
no, I
various
just realized that means I
controversies.
need
But
to do
at
the
time,
connection
Ice
here.
was one of the most popular and beloved
Stoic
creators
fucking-
on all of Twitch.
fucking
And to
demon.
give credit where credit is due, Ice is extremely important to the history of streaming. While he began as a common RuneScape guy, the thing that really catapulted him into stardom was his IRL streams. Something so novel at that time that Twitch had to create an entirely new category on their site to accommodate its popularity. As a pioneer of online content, he was an extremely valuable connection for anyone.
That was some good shit. I mean, he was wrong on like half the details, but it was funny.
Seeing the potential in young Mizkif, Ice Poseidon got his manager, Scuffed Steve Jobs, to get in contact with young Miz and offer to fly him out to California to make a documentary on his streaming career. Matt had officially graduated from a regular viewer to someone invested in the meta aspects of Twitch culture, and now he was an actual part of it. While the documentary never came to fruition, it did give way to another opportunity, to be a cameraman for Ice Poseidon's streams. Also, I see that Ice Poseidon is a man of culture, so be sure to use code TOM for 10% off at gamersupps.gg/Tom. When he arrived at Ice's house, he would tweet on the 16th of May, 2018, "Everyone is smoking blunts and talking about rappers, and I just want to play World of Warcraft and watch E-Rob VODs. The house smells like Greek," referring to Greek god X, "ate a bunch of Chipotle and all over the floor." These streams were extremely chaotic, and so was Ice's community. They would feature cameos from names like Sam Pepper, Anything for Views, Andy Milanakis, Asian Andy, and many others. Ice was at the peak of his career as a mainstream creator, and Miz managed to carve out a reputation for himself as Ice's quick-witted cameraman. Ice even offered for Miz to stay in Los Angeles full-time and be a part of his traveling entourage, an offer that was definitely difficult to refuse, but that's exactly what Miz did. Instead of becoming a staple of Ice's streams, in July of 2018, he decided to move back to his parents' house in Florida and stream on his own, using the small following he had accumulated from the documentaries and Ice's community. At the time, this amounted to a few hundred viewers, but it was enough to start getting noticed by much bigger players in the Twitch ecosystem.
Holy Trainwreck TV is in my stream. Trainwreck TV. That's twitter.com/Trainwreck TV. Yo, Trainwreck, can I go on your podcast? Please. Yes, Mom.
Train invited Miz to an episode of the Scuffed podcast where he would contend with names like Austin Show, at the time known as Raj Patel, Asmongold, PokeLols, S-Fand, and, of course, Train.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
His constant trolling, and above all else, likable personality, made him someone that viewers wanted to root for.
Jesus Christ, the pecs coming out. Do you work out, Mizkif? You know,
I mean, it's gotta be. I think it's no fap. I think it's a little bit of that. I eat a lot of peanut butter.
He had a compelling story as someone who began as merely a viewer who then
Peanut
managed to carve
butter?
himself out a small piece of the pie. But I think it's
Peanut
also
butter?
important to note another aspect
You
of his skill set that really set him apart from the rest: networking. On YouTube, collaborations are just not that important. Sure, they help, but it's possible to succeed as a YouTuber without doing frequent collaborations with other people. However, on Twitch, the number of users is much smaller and much more intense. When viewers like someone as a streamer, they will latch onto them and potentially watch for years. That being said, familiarity is equally as important. Why watch some Diarrhea Andy with one viewer when you could watch Asmongold, someone who by then had already been in the game for half a decade and had thousands of viewers. Mizkif recognized this and managed to carve out an audience for himself by doing as many collaborations as possible, essentially leeching a small portion of viewership from all of these established creators for himself. While his gaming streams definitely got some clicks, particularly playing the game Marbles, and of course staring at a wall for 7 hours straight, the thing that really defined Mizkif's career at the time was his collaborations. People like E-Rob, PokeLols, Russell, Lakari, Greek God X, and Mitch Jones became regular collaborators and members of a growing circle of entertainers. In the same way that Ice had pioneered IRL streaming, Miz was spearheading his own growing genre of content, just chatting.
Just shaved my head.
Oh my god, you look terrible.
That's Lakari, dude. Look at me. Other guy.
Oh shit, wait, I thought, okay, wait, you're not black. Alright.
Typically, streamers are wary of engaging with their chat too much. There are a lot of issues that can come from too close of a connection to a bunch of people who only know you parasocially. But in the early days of streaming, there was one notable exception to this: Ice Poseidon. Ice would blatantly encourage the chat to break the fourth wall, to make suggestions for what he should do, from where to travel that day, to who to talk to which random person would make a funny addition to the streams. Miz had seen this and was aware of the power that comes from talking directly to a chat full of people who are watching your every move. For example, he once gave a viewer mod on his streams because the man actually counted to 10,000 in his chat.
10,000!
Oh no.
He counted the whole wave! What a god!
He also seemed to show genuine regard for his viewers. When one sent a worrying message in his chat, he paused the regular proceedings to try and talk him out of making a life-ending decision, earning him an article in Dixerdo, where they write, Mizkif then continued to support the viewer, inviting them to stay on stream, hang out, and join his Discord. The viewer replied not long after, saying, "This is what I needed, and this makes me happy," pointing to the support of Mizkif and his community. On a lighter note, at one point, Miz also shaved his head live, with chat noticing his egg-like appearance, henceforth giving birth to the Eggers emote. Over the latter half of 2018, he went from just a few hundred live viewers to over 1,000. It was also discovered during this time that there was a certain Instagram model by the name of Emily who happened to share a last name with Mizkif. This led Miz to troll the audience a bit by pretending that she was his sister, a game that she was willing to play with the viewers.
You want to see my dent?
I do want to see your dent.
Alright, ready? Yeah, it's not even bad. It used to be way worse. It's not bad at all.
Fellow streamers Moxie and XQC would also notably stop by.
I'm Felix.
I'm not paying attention whatsoever. I don't know if any of y'all are talking to me.
The stream took place in December of 2018 and would peak at 6,000 live viewers, rivaling the audiences of those he had never even met just half a year prior. By this point, Mizkif seemed inevitable. While he had already gotten an apartment back in Jersey, so his mom would stop yelling at him while he was live, Miz had seen the power of collaboration. At the same time, Austin, Texas was becoming a hub for various online personalities, and had no state income tax. So Miz up and left his home state for New Horizons in January of 2019. But with Mizkif's move came the solidification of an actual community of streamers who all lived within relatively close proximity. Miz would also begin dating Maya Higa, a girl he had met after seeing a clip of her go viral.
E-Rob, get out of my room! You hear K-Bubbles once! Oh, you have a roommate?
Yeah.
Is it a guy?
No.
Does she pay rent?
Yes.
Wow, she's already better than mine.
Their relationship would be heavily documented throughout their streams together, as Maya went from someone averaging 20 viewers to over 2,000 due to her proximity to Mizkif. An interesting piece of information is that at the time, Miz's own clips channel on YouTube would clip both he and Maya's streams, meaning if you were discovering Maya for the first time on YouTube, it was probably only because of her relation to Miz. Miz would even do IRL streams with people like S-Fan, one of them taking place at PAX East, where they met Instagram model Jenna Meowry, at which point an interaction of pretty friendly banter would take place.
I'm also an asshole, and I have to fuck myself.
Take it back.
Oh.
Say it. Say it to them.
Say it to them.
Say you're sorry. Call me daddy. Say daddy. Say daddy, Jenna. Say it. Say it. Are you a bitch? Are you a bitch?
But after she left, Mizkif said this.
She likes us. I think she does too, actually. I think she followed me on Twitter.
Dude, she sucked my dick while you weren't looking.
Really? Yes. That's really crazy. You only lasted like 3 seconds.
While the disrespectful comment was resolved privately, it ultimately resulted in a week-long ban for Mizkif and his friend S-Fan after Jenna's lawyers contacted the platform, upset about how the interaction had gone. However, Jenna stated that she did not want the ban to take place due to the joke Miz had cracked after she wasn't around. In reality, she wanted the footage to be taken down because she felt that she had looked unprofessional, noting the double standard of how much more backlash she would have gotten if the genders were reversed. As a result, she wanted the clip to be removed, which is why the lawyers got into contact with Twitch, and ultimately why Miz and S-Fan were banned. But Trainwreck was not exactly pleased with that explanation.
So you made a mistake, you acted unprofessionally, you made a bad decision, and in order to fix your error, took away the reputation of S-Fan and Mizkif, sexual harassment on their record for the rest of their lives on the internet, and got them 7-day ban, a 90-day probation strike because you made a mistake and you wanted to be erased.
The Twitch community generally viewed this as an unfair ban, censoring Miz and S-Fan when they had done much less than Jenna had on camera, and as a result, the audience rallied behind both of them. Ironically, the ban resulted in his return stream peaking at 20,000 live viewers. Mizkif now felt like the most exciting person on Twitch, collaborating with others, reacting to whatever the latest news was in the Twitch community, and of course, playing games. While Twitch had been steadily growing as a platform during the entirety of its existence, it was arguably during the pandemic that it peaked in terms of viewership and general relevance. At a time when the country was locked inside their homes, many not able to work or hang out with their friends, streaming offered a window into someone else's bedroom to see what they were doing. And Mizkif took full advantage of the opportunity for increased viewership. In 2020, he began speedrunning Super Mario 64 with one of his closest friends, Mitch Jones. I must say, these streams feel extremely cozy to watch even in current day. Just a couple of friends hanging out, trying their best to beat a 25-year-old video game as fast as possible.
Doesn't sound a little bit cozy.
Similar to ICE, Mizkif had an open door policy, although unlike ICE, it only applied to other content creators and not to any homeless schizo that wandered by. Old friends and fan favorites like S-Fan and Train showed up, and even more controversial figures like Alinity, mostly known for chucking a cat into the shower. You also had Call Me Carson, who popped up on Mizkif's stream after his own cancellation. In 2021, Mizkif and Maya also broke up, although it appeared that the relationship had ended amicably. But with one flower fading, another came into his field of view, Emiru. The two had met on stream, and by early 2022, a relationship began, although it was kept behind the scenes for reasons we'll discuss later. But from the interactions they had
I need a
it
tail.
was
I
more or
almost
less
forgot
an
a
open
tail.
secret.
Wait. That would be really bad. Yahoo! 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 Me, Kaza! Kaza had my wisdom tooth removed. Because it has a pool PT already. I was dying from the pain. How are you doing now?
Another important thing to note here that's going to come up later is that even during the peak of his popularity, it was widely acknowledged that Mizkif was obsessed with analytics, particularly in comparison to others around him.
Oh yeah, I've had all of mine pulled out from a young age. I want to pull them all out as well. I don't need them.
But I couldn't take it.
Other streamers like Rekful even
Currently
acknowledged the fact that
recovering.
Miz would
I
be
got it
very
removed like
unlikely to hang
only
out with him
yesterday,
if he
so
wasn't live streaming.
I'm still
See,
full
I
on
know for a
recovery.
fact that me going
But
live
the
right
work
now
is not waiting,
raises
so
the chance that Mizkif doesn't ignore my text and hang out with me 69,420%.
How's the weather at your
Undoubtedly,
place?
the peak of his popularity was during early 2022, when he was collaborating with literally everyone. You name an E-celeb, and they were on his stream. Jenna Meowry even returned to guest spot his show. This collaborative nature was also reflected in his business dealings, with the most important of all being One True King.
OTK, the point of it was to basically create an org where we all make content together and then we one day sell the org.
The organization had been formed back in October of 2020, being a brand built around a number of online personalities. The original lineup consisted of the Egg himself, Asmongold, Rich Campbell, S-Fan, and Tips Out, with others joining over time like Tectone, Jay Schlatt,
We're watching a video about Mizkif currently because I know shit about him and I want to know a little bit more
AMP, which in current day
about
is
this
Kaizenat's
creature.
streaming brand. It was essentially a business model meant to take advantage of the large audiences of all of its members. They secured sponsorships with PC builders, they had a professional World of Warcraft roster, and of course they held a number of
Imagine already the first Gishidayos of my merch that I was packing, already like 5 of Gishidayos came to their owners. Imagine people being happy with my merch. You're just chasing drama for clout. Bruh! First order ko kalo, second one, what do you mean chasing drama for clout? What drama? What drama? I just wanna know about me. Do you wanna just watching me draw? Or rather watching me draw with the video attached to it? I can imagine. Mizkif. Or whatever his name is. I think Mizkif. I still don't understand his name fully. Mizkif. I look at my second screen, by the way, right now, on my second monitor, and I see that you, again, see more things that I see. I think I need to put the brightness a little bit lower on my second screen. It's too bright. Yeah. I see you attempt to avoid copyright strike. I mean, it's already small, but how did you notice that it's mirrored? Kaiser! Guys, thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for 1k biddies. It all will go to remove my second wisdom tooth. That will go to my second wisdom tooth removal, because basically like my upper wisdom teeths, they're basically almost identical by how problematic they are, because they're both basically does not exist at this point. There's only cavities there. So after this one, I will urgently go to remove my second one, and after this my lower ones, but they're still kind of alive. So first my upper ones. Thank you so much, guys. 20 bucks for wisdom pool. Shit, I'll pay for. No. Sadly, it's not 20. It's 100. A little bit more than 100. It's okay, since I have a bot, I think he can do that. Wait. I think it can do that. Wait. What? It's like, oh wait. A minute. Oh yeah. It's like this. Well, but can you no, bot will not do that shit. But basically it's a little bit more than $100, I think. But yeah. I think it's supposed to be a play on mischief. Is he that smart actually to play around the words like this? They put text on the screen, kinda obvious. You're no fun, Ranko. You're no fun. Yes, I know. Damn. Yeah. Is it good price? Is it good price? I think it's a good price, because usually it's like 15k rubles, 12k rubles or so. Thank you.
Streamer collaborations. Miz was
Ranko
averaging
comes
around
to me only
40,000
to
live
bully
viewers,
me.
making millions of dollars a year
I
from
need
a
to bully
variety
him
of
and
revenue
answer
streams,
already.
and without a
I can
doubt was one
pun.
of the most well-connected people, not just on Twitter.
Ranko, I don't understand that you already bunked me into the bed. But you don't need to vandalize me. You don't need to. If I was lucky enough to not to get a concussion from the first time, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be lucky enough to to survive the second one. Thank you for that. Cheers will go without shoes. You're welcome for losing your teeth, so they are easy. Rocco, you know that you can crack the tooth. It is going to be harder to remove afterwards. You do it. When you fuck abuse the mimic, yes. Ranko deadass. Deadass. I'm gonna lawsuit Ranko. Look at me, watch me. Ranko deadass left me up in the air, so I was not able to do anything. He lifted me up in the air, and then he threw me into the couch, where the headboard of the bed was right directly close to it. So I bunked my head, and I had a bump afterwards. No, like I have two witnesses. Isaka, Valentine, and Honey. I have two witnesses. Two people who touched my bum. Two people. You can they saw this happening. Cleric, hello, my brother. How you doing? How doing? How? What's up, Zenny? Hello, how you doing? What's up? How's the tooth removal? You good? Good. It's a little bit hurts, like on the other side. I guess because of the... I don't know, actually. But a little bit hurts. But considering the pain from the poo PTs, that's okay. That's okay. I know they removed one of mine in several pieces. I jumped on the bed with you in the hug, not through you. Okay. He fell on the bed with me in his hands. And I still bunked on the headboard of the bed. So the ant is the same. The ant is the same. What a day to be abused, Mimic. Did they give you anesthesia? Of course they gave me anesthesia. They got me, I think, 4 shots into my gums. Hello, sister. Who is touching bums and who do I need to eat? Ranko. And Aisaka and Honey were touching the bump on my head because it was like really big. It was the first bump on my head that I had since I was a child. So it was quite an experience. I was actually quite surprised to get a bump at this age at this point. I thought that's impossible. But yes, what a day. What a day to be an abused mimic.
Twitch, but also in the entirety of the content creation world. But a devastating controversy would threaten to rip it all away.
Controversy. Versi contro.
While viewers of Miz likely felt like he was the center of their universe, and to an extent he was when it came to that side of Twitch, there was a rift beginning to form. People like Mizkif, Pokimane, and several others represented the brand-friendly side of Twitch, also known as the Poggers community. But in the background, a select number of streamers had begun to explode from a different kind of content, gambling.
No, abuse. Imagine just because I'm a mimic.
Streamers like Aiden Ross and Miz's old friends, XQC and Trainwrecks, had begun playing on online casinos like Stake and Roulette. The casinos would eventually take notice, sponsoring these streamers not just with a monthly allowance to gamble with, but also giving them millions to promote the casinos on their streams, driving
I'm
more
right
and more
in the
people
moment
off
of drawing
Twitch
you.
into their funny money games. These streams were extremely degenerate, meaning they were also entertaining as hell. But the popularity of these streams sparked a debate on the ethics of doing this kind of content, especially on a website that had a lot of teenage viewers. Before long, Pokimane, Ethan Klein, and Tassan Piker were all at the forefront of vocal criticism around the topic, with Mizkif also being included in the conversation. As he
it's
was
gone.
one of
The
figureheads
bitch
of
is
Twitch
gone.
at
The
that
witch
time,
is
as well as
gone.
someone who had
The
turned
witch
down
of the
a
West
$36
is
million
gone.
gambling deal of his own.
I saw some of my mods
But I will have to remove other ones as well.
I started that. They are gambling because of me. And I just felt like crap. And is it really worth the money when I already make so much?
Oh man,
but the debate around the ethics of gambling would really come to a head in 2022.
And then
a streamer
one.
named Slicker admitted to borrowing
But at
upwards
least
of
no more poopy
$300,000 from fellow creators
It's
and
been
fans.
killing.
This was done on false pretenses to fund his CSGO gambling habit, effectively scamming them out of their money. One of the people he scammed was Trainwrecks, who, having donated huge sums to streamers in the past, predictably obliged by Slicker's request for help to the tune of $100,000.
He gave me like $150,000. No, sorry, not 150 or $100,000, and I know people are going to be like, the people I owe, you
150. So this is more than this is over 300K.
A financial scandal of this magnitude had never been seen on Twitch before, and it only contributed to the rising tide of gambling criticism on the platform. With the mounting pressure from streamers and the public, Twitch as a company would end up banning gambling from the platform.
Yes, I
but in the midst of the controversy, a lot of different inconsistencies were pointed out.
Considering how much and it was actual fucking pain I was in before removal, I'm completely fine if we're gonna compare it to that one. I mean, not completely, it's still kind of but comparing it's meh. It's just meh. I'll be lurking, I need to shower, I sweaty and stinky. Go shower, you stinky mimic. You need some ventilation in your chest already, so you're not gonna be sweating that much. That's good as long as it's better in some way. I'm still sad though, all my, let's just say, at least 4 days or so, I guess 4 to 5 days of the calendar days has been wasted to nothing because I was barely able to work. So I'm kind of a little bit, yeah, mad about that.
Like the
Gotta
fact
be
that Twitch's
honest.
parent company, Amazon, had a partnership with DraftKings, one of the most popular sports betting sites in the world. It was also pointed out by Asmongold that Slicker, for some reason, was not banned on Twitch in the wake of the controversy, pointing out the double
Yeah, that's
standard
fair.
of not banning Slicker, who had defrauded dozens of people, but keeping Jadeon banned because he had made some jokes about Pokimane. On Twitter, Train responded in a somewhat heated fashion, saying, "Because your pals decided it was in their best interest to use and platform the very person that scammed everyone for his horse racing and tennis bets to somehow twist it and
Horse
wage
racing?
their war against me. And we both know deep down why the insecure little man is doing this." Now, I'm not sure who the little man is that Train is referring to here, but this is where our main character re-enters the picture. Mizkif, seeing the drama, decided to chime in, stating this: "If we're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Jolt's coin a few years back?" Whether there's any truth to the specific
I got
claim being made
noodles.
about Train
Hello,
here is unknown.
noodles.
What is
Share
known is that
noodles.
this single tweet may have been one of the
Share
worst
noodles.
mistakes of Mizkif's life. Train responded with,
"Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did all those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults? You scumbag piece of... You want to come at me and make stuff up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house. You insecure pussy."
This one tweet was
Oi,
the
not
shot
the
heard
P
around the
word.
world, or around Twitter
Spicy,
and
don't-
live stream
no,
fails.
don't give
and
it
this
to
is where
me then.
things really get convoluted, so I'm going to try to piece together what I can of the story while not going
You
too
know?
far into stuff that could get me sued. It all goes back to the night of January 19th, 2020,
Pussy.
2.5 years prior to Train's tweet. Fellow streamer Novaru was
Pussy.
having a birthday party where she would invite various other streamers to celebrate. One of these people included
Pussy.
her friend Adriana Lee, who was also a streamer. Seeing as it was Nova's 21st
Adriana, like
birthday
Adriana
party
Grace
and they wanted to
from
celebrate, they all
Ladybug?
ended up drinking together. And while drinking, Adriana then ended up making out with another friend of hers, which was noticed by someone else at the party, Crazy Slick. Slick was a longtime friend of Mizkif, who would frequently
I don't
collaborate
know.
with others in
The name is
awesome
funny, I'm
scene.
sorry.
And more importantly, he was Mizkif's roommate. Adriana was drinking heavily and went to bed in one of the rooms in the house. From this point on, exactly what happened is honestly hard to discern because of conflicting reports and a lack of one reliable narrator. But first, I'll play what Novaru said on stream about it.
He went into the room and he started, I heard this from 3 people, by the way. He started like touching her and was like, I don't know exactly what his intentions were, but I just know that he was touching her and everyone was like, dude, stop. Like, she's trying to fucking relax. She's drunk. Like, it's weird. Like, don't fucking touch somebody when she's drunk, and like, especially when you're just making out with her. Like, I don't know what the intention there was, but everyone just...
Okay, I don't know anything about the situation, but why people just don't fucking stop the person like this? Why they like, oh dude, don't touch her, you know, like she's don't touch her. I would dead ass, like, you know, I would jump kick at the person who is like trying to assault someone when they cannot do anything. Or like, BAM! Like, what? Oh no, don't touch them. Maybe like, you know, maybe manhandle them. Like, why are you trying to be like, no, don't touch them, like, you know, it's not right. No, fucking kick them in the balls. They deserve it. I would like to see that. I would actually like jump with my two legs in the air, and you know, like in the air I'm gonna like how do you say it? I'm gonna jump on them. How do you explain it? You don't understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is what I don't understand.
Everyone that was there, the 3 people, told me that they were very uncomfortable.
Just fucking jump on them.
This story was told live in a very careless fashion 18 months after it supposedly happened, leading to a lot of conversation in the community.
Like a
Shortly
drop kick,
after,
yeah.
Adriana Lee herself made a response to the situation. She opens by saying that she was very intoxicated and ended up blacking out, so she
Oh, my
herself
hands are
doesn't
shaking,
exactly
holy.
remember what happened. I was told that I was kissing my
Yeah.
best friend, Anna.
Anna. Maybe if you're being sued, or maybe they don't know if he has a weapon. I mean, if that's the case, I would be not drinking with people who I think that potentially have a weapon and they can, like, you know, do something with it. But nah, I don't know. I have a really short talks with themes like sexual assault because I have a history with that. So I would, if I see someone being in a danger like this, I would just like, bleh! I don't fucking care. Self-defense, don't care. If they gonna try something, don't care. That's what I'm gonna be like. Ah! I'm gonna be a fucking Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm gonna be like, ah!
And another one of my close friends at the time, consensually. Crazy Slick was following us around trying to kiss me.
I hear
trying to kiss
Crazy
her,
Slay.
and at one
That's
point, I was
Slake.
told that
Crazy
he and I
Slay.
ended up kissing. Then
Slay.
apparently, I was passed out in one of the rooms at the party, and he came into the room while I was
Spooky alert.
unconscious. He came into the room
Spooky,
a
is
couple of
it?
times
Oh,
after
cap.
being asked to leave me alone each time. In 2 of those instances, he touched my neck and chest, saying he was just making
I'm going
sure
to
I was
give you a
alive,
pipe.
after
Actually,
being
give
assured
me
by
a
my
pipe.
friends that I was okay as they were watching
I'm gonna
over
go
me.
Hinako.
Whether or not his intentions were out of genuine concern or not, I don't know. To be clear, he did not rape or assault me, but his actions did make me uncomfortable. Adriana also included some messages
isn't
with
it
an
assaulting
anonymous
though if he
person
was
where they
touching?
seem to corroborate this story.
Me.
She ends the twit longer by criticizing Novaru for airing out her story when she did not want it to be publicized. Slick himself also made a twit longer, apologizing for what he did, but stating that he entered that
Middle
room
pipe plus
exclusively to
fox
make
arm.
sure
Yes.
that Adriana was okay, stating he was checking
I mean, if I have a fox arm, I don't think that I need a
and with
pipe.
that, the controversy had been put to bed. But now, because Ms. Kiff had fired a shot at Train, the story was being relitigated a year and some change
I'm just gonna
after
go
it
full
initially
on,
came out, with some added
werewolf.
details. The claim here is that Ms. Kiff had sent his
But for
ex-girlfriend Maya
maximum pain.
Higa and fellow streamer
Fair.
Miss Jones to
How about
cover
2
up
fox arms?
sexual assaults. This notably changes the story from Slick merely doing something dumb that made Adriana uncomfortable to deliberately touching her without her consent. He elaborated. The people involved know the truth, but for those of you that are drama farming and coming to split conclusions, let me be even more clear. Ms. Kiff did not assault the women. He orchestrated the cover-ups for his friends, exactly how my tweet reads. Crazy Slick was now back in the crosshairs, and by extension, so was Ms. Kiff and his entire streaming organization. This story exploded over the following days, with many of the updates being posted onto livestream fans.
I forgot to color the pens.
Like, he didn't go all the way.
So excited for the Netflix Frankenstein tomorrow.
Weird. He was just being
Huh?
a creep.
I was like, listen, I'm gonna be true
They
to
do new
myself.
Frankenstein?
I'll make Slick look good, like an angel, because I did in the twit longer.
Okay, there's other stuff that are gonna come out probably next 2 days.
You know, when I think that I cannot talk in English normally because I slur a lot of words, because I try to mimic the accent, so I will not speak in borderline Russian or Japanese accent. I try to mimic accent, but because of it, I'm slurring a lot of words. This is how I think I sound.
Okay, there's other stuff that are gonna come out probably next 2 days.
Crazy Slick.
The next 2 days.
Pepe laugh. Want to talk on Discord?
I mean,
No,
he's
but I like
French,
you. Haha,
right? As
you
well,
are
so
hot,
in
LOL.
general.
Haha,
No, we are
LOL,
not talking about it
You don't have to do
here.
that. That's
It's
a weird thing to
racist.
do. Shouldn't touch someone.
Slick himself initially made a tweet stating that he never assaulted Adriana and had only been checking her pulse to make sure she was okay, which is consistent with his prior story, but the post would be deleted. According to Ms., Slick sent various farewell messages to friends before disappearing, leading to a scare that he had taken his own life, although he was later found alive. In the meantime, other women made accusations towards Crazy Slick as well, which seemed to show that whether or not what Slick had done that night with Adriana was assault, he had still been somewhat creepy to several girls and was ultimately not a good person to have in social settings. Meanwhile, the same night, Train had made his tweet reigniting interest
I
in the
forgot
story.
how
2
Fox
calls would take
Masks
place,
pens
wherein
looks
Ms.
like.
Giff, Trainwreck's,
I mean, I kind of
XTC,
remember, but
Asmongold, another streamer
to be
named
sure.
Barry, and Miss Jones discussed the claim that Miz covered up the actions of Crazy Slick. Those calls were secretly recorded and then leaked to Destiny, who
Did
had
you
been
watch
covering
the Chainsaw
situation.
Man?
The main
A
crux of these
little
calls
bit.
regards the twit longer that
I
Adriana
read a little
had
bit,
made
I
in
watched a little bit.
2021. The
I wanna
idea
watch it
being
fully.
that, like Train claimed, Ms. Giff had sent Maya and Miss Jones to Adriana Lee in person to discuss the allegations. But the breaking point regards whether Miz had sent them to cover up the claims and get Adriana to downplay what supposedly
They still
happened
gotta
in the
release the
twit
movie,
longer,
right?
or simply to figure out what was going on.
My best friend in the whole world, Slick, is getting accused
Itty
of
bit,
people are
itty
saying
bit.
he's about to get canceled.
A little bit
I
of this, a
run
little
this
bit of
room,
that.
Maya's crying. I'm freaking the f out. I'm hyperventilating. Mitch is there. We're all trying to figure out what the f we can do for my best friend, right? I care about Slick. I do. I love the guy. And people were telling us, mainly Barry, that yo.
Oh, that's why I cannot draw in fucking color. Oh my
The
god.
night before said some shit, right? Nova was like Slick.
Shit, yeah.
Right. She
From
went out and
India,
tried
by
to
the
say
way.
some
Hi from
stupid-ass
India.
shit
Hi
and
from
accusations
Ashland.
about Slick. I am freaking out, and I'm literally crying. 'Cause I'm saying to myself, I'm gonna lose my best friend. I'm gonna lose my best
Wait,
friend. in
what
the
are they
entire world.
talking
Maya's
about?
upset,
What did I
Mitch is
miss?
sitting there, we're all freaking out. So then, what I did is I tried to get answers. I tried to get, what is Adriana Lee thinking? What is going on here? What's happening to my best friend? I wanted to know.
Without playing the entire thing, here's my basic summary. On one team, you have Train, who claims that Maya's role in the situation was to bully Adriana Lee into downplaying the allegations. On the other side, you have Mizkif, who claims that he was simply trying to figure out exactly what was going on and was worried that his friend and roommate was about to have his life ruined over something Mizkif did not know the truth of. Maya did a stream responding to the claims where she said this.
I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right. She was gonna write a twit longer. And I asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her. And at the time, we agreed, or at the time, she said no. So I said,
agreed.
Okay, could you include that in your twit longer then? And she said, okay. Was there a power dynamic in that situation? Because I'm a bigger streamer, yes. And I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention to introduce that to the situation. I wasn't trying to impose that on her. I wasn't trying to pressure her, you know, or like force her into saying something. But did it not?
Maybe unpopular opinion, but there's going to be always some sort of the power dynamics in every aspect of your life. So put in the power dynamic thing as a statement. I think it's not always valuable, because it's always kind of gonna be there, around there. Even if you are like in the different spaces as a people, not in the same even workplace, I still think that power dynamic is still exist in our minds and our heads. Like you think, for example, this person is more credible than you. This person is, you know, have more power of this life and control on this life than you. So you feel different. You're gonna act different in certain situations. And it's too much, I think. So always saying like, oh, power dynamic, this power dynamic, that. It's not always, I think, working, in my opinion. But it's only me.
Actually exist, yes.
Meanwhile,
I feel blood.
Adriana appeared on Hassan Piker's stream to claim that Maya had encouraged her to downplay what went down.
I walked downstairs and like, so what happened? Like, let's do something about it. And I was like, well, I was just gonna write the twit longer with Kyle, the person that was there. Like, I don't really see why you guys need to be here. And then from there, obviously I was, you know, well, you know, if we say something, we're gonna have to kick Slick out. And I was like, okay. And it's like, well, if you do say something, just know, like, people are they're gonna come after you. I was like, okay, well, like, I'm still gonna be true to myself, you know?
Yeah.
And
we
wrote the thing together.
Slick waste,
like, she
cool
was
waste.
there while we were writing it. And she proofread it, and we changed some of the vocabulary to make it less harsh on Slick.
At the same time, Mitch Jones claimed the following. And keep in mind, he was one of the people sent to Adriana's house.
Did Miz explicitly give direction to you and Maya to go to Adriana's house and to quote-unquote downplay the situation or find a way to save Slick's ass? Yes or no?
The answer to that is yes.
One particularly bad clip that surfaced online was one where Mizkif had appeared to downplay the claims made about Crazy Slick.
Of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit and really cared.
Now,
oh my god, talking about such things in such a carefree. No, even if it was like this, it's still a little bit
herself had stated that she did not
not
think it was
okay to
sexual
talk
assault
about it
until
like
the meeting with
this.
Maya and Mitch took place.
That whole time,
Not
I
okay.
was just told
No.
he touched my neck and like my wrist and tried to check my pulse. And then I found out as we were writing that twit longer that he touched my chest.
Many would argue that
yeah.
Mizkif was not aware of the severity of what the true allegation was, due to the twit longer that Adriana had made downplaying it. But of course, that then brings us back to whether or not Mizkif had sent his friends to get Adriana to downplay the allegations in the first place, and his level of awareness on what Slick had done. As you can tell, this entire thing is very messy. And I think in the same vein as Trainwreck's having some clear bias towards hating Mizkif, it was also made clear that Miz had some other enemies waiting in the wings. Ice Poseidon had been banned from the platform years prior after a troll swatted him while he was on a plane, sending him on his own arc
On the
having to deal with being
plane?
censored off of the most valuable
How the
platform
fuck can
he
you
had.
swat someone on a
Simultaneously, the
plane?
entire internet had become increasingly politically
America's
correct, meaning
crazy.
someone like Ice Poseidon was very much not in vogue at that time. Not to mention that Ice had gotten himself into trouble after a series of videos criticizing his handling of a supposed scam. Meanwhile, Mizkif's rise to popularity was symbolic of what is arguably the exact opposite of Ice.
Was I a little edgy? I would say a little bit.
A little bit?
5 or 6 years ago. Maybe. I mean, a lot of it's photoshopped, but do I, you know? But I've learned and adapted. I've matured over the years. And sure, it also matured as my view count went up, but I did mature a lot.
He had even taken the time to criticize Paul for his actions while on his stream.
All for 300 grand, man. And I know a lot of you guys would be like,
People
yeah,
knew
easy
which
clap,
airport
take
he
it back, right?
was at in
Of
New
course you
York,
would.
called them
A lot of you
Bonfire.
guys would take 300K and just walk away and be like, you know what?
Wait,
But
I
you're
thought
not Ice,
swatting
you
is
know?
like
You
when
didn't
someone is like
build this reputation and work so hard.
he looks so weird here. Swatting is like when basically I forgot how they call it, but basically dudes, like armed dudes, are going to your house and stuff, and they're like just putting you down, blah blah blah, without any means to understand what's going on, right? So I thought this is what's happened, like in the airport. Airplane. I'm full. Nice. Good noodles?
For 4 or 5
good.
years.
It's not good.
Ruins your mental health.
It's not good. Spotting is not
ruin
good.
Lives around you. Make
I will finish my dinner.
insane content. Do all these
Good.
things. And ruin your
Dinner is good.
reputation from millions of
Eat your
people,
dinner.
all for $300,000 that you could have easily made doing something else.
And
But in
clean
the
your
wake of the
bellies.
controversy, Ice would come back to fire a shot at Miz, posting old messages of him saying
the N-word.
Ah!
While many people saw this as petty, and I'd
That
agree,
was the
Ice
creepiest
did later
N-word in
attempt
my
to
life.
justify his actions on stream.
Well, we were friends.
Swatting is sentence SWAT team your way. Yes.
I was like, okay, that's fine. I understand.
Yes.
And then he just started to give me backhanded fucking comments on his stream.
Yes.
And then he would just like play it off as a joke, and then he would just keep doing it. When I was
Look at
fucking
me, I'm so
down,
smart,
bro,
baby.
like I was low, like I was at some of the lowest parts of my life. But I still didn't leak anything ever because I'm like, that's kind of lame to leak shit.
Alright,
But
so
then
that
after
car.
the whole drama of the
Amazing.
sexual assault thing and the
Indian
fake
curry,
woke
amazing,
dicks
perfect
and all this
spice level.
bullshit that everyone was peddling, I was like, all right, well, you know
Japanese
what?
curry.
At this point, all these everyone. So that was my 2 cents that I just decided to add in.
Ultimately, none of us were present for
What's
the
the-
meeting
it's
with Adriana,
ear.
Maya, and Mitch, so we can't know exactly how that conversation went down.
It's ear
What we
from the
do
mouse.
know is that the consequences for Mizkif and the Austin streaming scene were catastrophic. Firstly, you have the negative publicity. Destiny, Hassan, hundreds of YouTube channels,
But that
tweets,
means that
Reddit
Stoic will
posts,
not have
news
a
articles,
fucking-
every format that can possibly contain video or text
we need to
or
change the
convey any
format
sort
a
of
little bit.
information was covering this. I'm sure blind people were reading tweets in Braille about what Mitch Jones said to Asmongold, said to blah, 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 blah. Train's tweet was posted on September 19th of 2022. Within 24 hours, Mizkif was placed on leave from OTK while a third-party investigation took place into whether or not he and the organization had covered up what happened. Adriana Lee would also file suit against Mizkif, Crazy Slick, Maya Higa, and OTK, accusing the defendants of making false statements about her, which led to a loss of reputation, followers, sponsors, and income. Meanwhile, Miz posted a statement apologizing for saying the N-word in ISIS DMs and for downplaying Slick's harassment in the clip that I showed earlier. He lost 50,000 followers on Twitch the following month, and over the next few months, he became increasingly inactive. In December of 2022, the third-party investigation would conclude with no direct evidence that Mizkif had attempted to minimize or cover up the alleged sexual assault, and so he was reinstated as an official member of OTK. But the lawsuit from Adriana was still ongoing behind the scenes. In that same month, another member of OTK, Rich Campbell, was also accused of sexual assault. Both Asmongold and
Like
Tectone
this.
would talk about the allegations.
And I saw a lot of people that were saying that it wasn't true, that she's making everything up. Please do not do that. You are not our fan. You're not on our side. We are on their side. That's why Rich is gone.
A lot of people want to go online and tell women that their stories are invalid because they want to come to the defense of their content creators.
It's also worth noting here that one of the few people that defended Miz publicly was actually Emiru, giving a rather emotional appeal to the sincerity of his character.
I mean, you guys know I've
I've lived with
Is it the
Miz for
greatest
10
alpha
months,
male
and I've hung
TikTok?
out with him
I don't know
pretty much
TikTok.
every day since I got here. And the Miz that I know would never know the full story and just let that happen.
Don't know the video about that.
There's just no way
Ah,
that he knew.
stupid.
I'm sorry.
Where are you from? Why you need
That's
that?
just not the person that I know.
Maya Higa made
Oh.
a final statement on the 25th of
But
September.
you just
saying
came
this.
here and you're
I did
doing
not go to the
this.
house that day with the intention of manipulating Adriana's story.
Well,
I did not go to cover it
I
up.
did not do
This
that.
would not be possible, as even Adriana did not consider the incident to be SA until this past Monday, as she said on her stream. Adriana's feelings regarding the situation have rightfully changed since that day, and I support her. On that day, I was only able to operate off of the information that was given to me by Adriana and the eyewitnesses at the time. That information was that there was no rape or sexual assault, but that Crazy Slick had made Adriana uncomfortable. I supported Adriana in sharing this. I did ask about her experience, and I did go there with the intention of understanding the truth of the incident that occurred at the party in January of 2020. At the time, I thought this was the right thing to do. I fully understand that it was wrong, given my position, to insert myself into that situation.
country?
Following this, she
Why?
would take a step back from online content
Why?
creation to focus on her animal sanctuary. Jay Schlatt would ultimately leave OTK the same month that Rich was accused of SA, losing the brand one of their biggest names. And while he never talked about it publicly, it's likely that the constant scandals plaguing the company were just not worth his association. Being seen next to Mizkif in that streaming room now had some strings
Nothing?
attached, and thus began a rather dark period for his life.
Yeah, because I can do that. And all
This
of this.
situation
Fair,
put
fair,
Mizkif
fair.
in an awkward position to say the least. The constant growth he had been experiencing was put to a halt as a legal battle raged behind the scenes, his company and his own reputation were called into question, and his opportunities became limited. Publicly, he did attempt to keep the streams going, and there were definitely some notable happenings. While his ability to make connections was definitely harmed, he still had a number of people willing to collaborate with him and make content. Alinity, his sister, who is not really his sister, Cinna,
Alinity.
Extra Emily, and many others. He was not at his peak,
The
but he
name
was
that I
still a
remember,
formidable
bro.
force in the
Where
streaming
from?
space, able to collaborate with some of the biggest names on the platform. Was he going to be Kai Cenat? No. But the network he had built was still valuable and worth pursuing. On top of that, Miz made a wise decision in diversifying his income streams. The best example being Iron Forge,
my
a gym he
tummy is
opened in
rumbling
Austin.
again.
Not only would it serve as a fully functioning business in its own right,
Can
able
we
to get up to 1,000
copy it? But
members and
oh
break even
no,
financially, but it
that
also provided a valuable
one. That's
avenue
what
for
I know
content.
her
He could
name
invite other
from.
sweaty streamers to exercise, which is definitely a pretty funny novelty. He could
I'm
host
tweaking.
events where
I'm
even
tweaking.
legends of the bodybuilding world like Ronnie Coleman would stop by to see what all the fuss was about. While some had made the case that his career was over, in reality, there was a lot of success still happening at this point in time. His monthly viewership had definitely declined, as did his follower growth, but he was still the owner of a 2 million follower channel on Twitch and was seemingly able to average as many as 20,000 live viewers on a regular basis, even with a more inconsistent streaming schedule. But there were a few
Man.
small, notable controversies from this point in time. For
To
example,
be like
he got
this
into a
white
beef
man.
with Bruce Drop Him Off, who ended up having this to say.
Miss can stop texting my phone. You are blocked, bitch ass nigga.
He also got into a few minor spats with people like Tommy Ennett and Bryce Hall,
Fucking
but none of
Turkey
these
Tom
appeared to
got
be
me
major
scared
scandals
here.
that affected his reputation. However, one seemingly random tidbit here regards Miz working out. People noticed that Miz's body began to change drastically, and while his physique itself was attainable in a natural way, the speed of his progress
Oh wait. Oh wait, it's getting better. How? Nah, still ugly face.
was unusual. This led people to speculate that he was on steroids, but Mizkif denied that this was the case. There would also be a few candid moments from Mizkif's streams where he appeared to be having a mental health crisis, feeling that the public backlash he got was undeserved.
Go off your stream and stream, bro. Shut the f- get on my chat, man. My mental can't take it anymore. I just can't. I can't do it. Like dying. It's so bad, chat. It's so bad, man.
Publicly, Miz was collaborating with his friends, particularly his girlfriend Emiru, trying to pump out content like usual. He even managed to secure a stream with BB No Money, easily one of the most brand-friendly and progressive rappers out there. It seemed like maybe the supposed setback from a few years prior was finally beginning to lift. But behind the scenes, the court case was ongoing. Just from
Not
watching
the
his
BB No
content
Money.
over the course of early 2022
I'm gonna
until
tweak
late
it.
2024, you can see that his personality is not what it used to be. The guy is no longer as carefree and definitely had these situations weighing on him, and the emotional outbursts would ramp up in severity. On February 6th of 2024, his former friend, Mitch Jones, released footage where it's implied that Mizkif had basically beat his ass.
I was at his house, we were arguing, and then I asked him for a ride home. Get in his car, we're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault, and I have the evidence right here. So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Those are cats. My cat's cats. I have 2 cats. I have a cat allergy though. But I love cats to the brim. Dogs are cute too, don't get me wrong. But I love cats. Critical, how you doing? Haha. Haha.
In the video, Miz's car comes to a screeching halt, and it's implied that after that point, Mitch pulled him out of the car, wanting to fight him. Miz, being stronger, was able to win the altercation, but Mitch claims that Miz continued to beat him afterwards. Now, we don't know what happened behind the scenes here, as Mitch did not reveal these specific details, and Miz just outright never acknowledged this happening. But given that Miz screams, "You made me want to take my own life," it's clear that his mental state was not very good. Now, in December of 2024, Miz publicly stated that his court case with Adriana Lee was coming to a close.
Fortunately, after 2 years, I'm finally glad to announce that the court has dismissed all allegations against me in relation to those allegations. After months of litigation, those allegations were thrown out of the courtroom, and the plaintiff is required to pay my attorney fees.
Despite his collaborations seemingly continuing to provide content for him, Miz eventually left Austin altogether, saying he was ready for a new chapter in his life. The house responsible for so much of his most popular content was sold as he left for Los Angeles. Despite hardship, he was ready to make a serious comeback to the streaming space. For example, he made one video addressing what had gone down in 2022, throwing some shade at Ludwig for how he had covered the allegations back in the day, while also proclaiming his own innocence regarding the accusations.
I want to show you a quick video.
I made a video.
I can hello, how you doing?
98.7% like ratio called Twitch is collapsing. And this was about Trainwrex's bombshell tweet, now totally debunked, about Mizkif and I forget whoever else was involved. And I made a video that was like incredibly damaging. It was just not at all based in fact, because you don't have facts when you make a video based off of tweets that are completely made up. These videos have no research to them.
You're in the horny jail for the reason
of what is available to see online.
In September 2022, I was accused of covering up sexual assault by Trainwreck TV. This resulted in the biggest drama that has ever happened in the history of Twitch, where dozens of the top content creators attacked me
in the history of Twitch, you
saying that I
say?
covered up sexual assault.
Thank you for this is
was one of those content creators who made a video titled "Twitch is Collapsing" with over 3 million views. This video told people
Twitch is collapsing, Japan is collapsing, everything is collapsing. Your mom?
This resulted in me losing so many of my fans, torpedoed my career, destroyed my mental health to something that I don't know if ever will come back, and has ruined my life and almost everyone I know around me. I'm not doing this as a hit piece on Ludwig. I really don't care that he apologized or said that he fucked up. I'm making this video because I think a lot of people on Twitch understand that it was false and understand that it's not true. But on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok,
what, you don't like your mom jokes?
Hate me because of this. I hate that this happened, but I keep moving on. And if you're someone that watched
so sensitive,
me over the years,
freaking snowflakes.
Give me another chance.
Simultaneously, he appeared on multiple podcasts within a short period of time, clearly preparing for a comeback and a new chapter in his life. But it's still worth noting that even in these podcasts, he still discussed the allegations made in 2022.
I feel like my brain crashed when it happened. I almost feel like there's a before me and after that me. The before me was much more innocent and believed in people. Now I'm very jaded and I don't trust anyone. And that's a very sad life to live when you're trying to be funny and entertaining, because it's almost like you don't want to entertain because you're just like, I don't like these people or they're going to betray me one day.
He makes a clear distinction between him before and...
He's like, I don't want to entertain those people or they're going to betray me one day. Who? Your followers? Oh, my cat is doing... Let's use disable because I need your help, by the way. My tits died. Like, deadass died. After the last update, it just died. Minions! Minions! Tonight we're still the moon! Did you try to add an air to it? Did you try a ligma? I don't need to laugh. Yesterday was a full moon. Actually, yesterday was when I was going home after the tooth removal. There was a full moon, and I was like, ow! Fishing all yours. I don't need your fishing anymore. I will buy my own. It's too late. It's too late. Ow!
Him after, and the difference in his mental state since that moment. What's intriguing to me, however, and you guys if you've been paying attention, is that despite what happened, he was still very successful, but for whatever reason, instead of fully putting the situation behind him, or at least not talking about it in the public, it was clearly still a subject he was holding on to. Regardless, with the majority of the legal claims against him being dismissed and Miz relocating to Los Angeles, maybe he could finally build back the momentum that he lost. And
Did you steal
perhaps
someone's
the
coins
2022 drama
again?
would end as a minor footnote in an otherwise impressive career. But within days
Brother,
of this
I
podcast
thought we're
being
out of
released,
this.
it all came crashing
I thought
down.
we're out of
And
this
this brings us
business.
to 2025. In the year of our Lord, a series of events would ultimately lead to more of Mizkif's private life becoming a matter of public knowledge. Details he likely never expected to come out. The first domino was Hassan Piker showing the world how much he loves his dog.
Stop.
This controversy, while bad for Hassan himself, was worse for Twitch, leading thousands to call for him to be banned from the platform. That same week, a familiar face also made an appearance, Emiru. While at TwitchCon, she was approached by a stranger and assaulted, while security basically stood there aimlessly before finally someone stepped in to stop the interaction. This sparked a lot of outrage, not only because people understandably felt bad for Emiru, but also because Emiru pointed out the inaction of Twitch staff regarding the issue. With millions rallying to support her in this
Twitch is not acting on the problematic problem.
Many likely thought she would be discussing Twitch
Such
at length, and while she did
news.
open by discussing their inaction
Never
in regards to what happened at
before.
TwitchCon, the main subject was something else entirely.
Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and
So
threats
as
of
of
blackmail
more than copper
that Ms.
there.
Kip has done towards me.
Emiru opens by
Plus
stating
copper
that
is
this was
banned
not
like
coming out of
poo-poo.
nowhere. She claims
But
to be
isn't
bringing
this
this
why you
information forward because
stinky?
she was informed by 3 separate people that Ms. Kiff had continued this pattern
See?
of
Logic.
abuse after their own relationship. And as a result, she feels the need to bring the information to the public to raise awareness and prevent him from doing so in the future. She also claims that Ms. Kiff had threatened her indirectly, telling others, including streamers, that if she ever came out about what he had supposedly done to her, he would start a smear campaign against her, even specifically
I
approaching
will
one of her
include
employees
at
at
least
TwitchCon,
outline
saying
of
that if she ever
the
came out, he would
Stoics
destroy her. She specifically
colon.
says that his plan would be to accuse her of neglecting her rabbits,
He usually
echoing
puts
the
it
tone of the
everywhere.
recent controversy around
So-
Hassan Piker. Perhaps seeing how it went
I mean,
for
we can
Hassan,
kind of,
his plan
like,
was
include
to
it, like,
more or less
here.
jump on the bandwagon against animal cruelty that
Like
was
this.
happening on Twitch. With that
Think
preamble out of the way,
it's
she
a
then
good
explains
idea.
that their relationship was very private, hidden not just from the public, but also from friends and other people who were a part of OTK. This relationship, in her words, was extremely codependent and toxic. She says that from the beginning, Mizkif portrayed himself as a nice guy, someone who treated women that he dated very well. And at the
Oh.
same time, he seemed motivated for both of them to succeed as
Is there any
teammates.
nice
However,
guys in the
the
chat?
first issue she alleges
So I
is
can
that Miz
ban
was
you.
very controlling shortly after getting into a relationship with her,
That was a
dictating what
weird
clothes she could wear,
from
who
me.
she could be friends with, and when
Oh.
she could stream, to the detriment of her career. One thing I haven't seen anyone bring up in regards to this comes from something I covered 2 years ago in regards to their relationship. While at the time their
This
dating was
fedora.
kind of
I see.
speculated on and somewhat of an open
Thankfully,
secret,
I'm not
Emiru had
nice.
accidentally tabbed into her Discord on stream,
So I suck,
showing
are you
some
ready to get
messages
banned?
with Mizkif. One may interpret the following messages as being controlling. In regards to her being on stream,
Let
he
me add some
says, you
vocal
literally
fry
lift
to
your
my
legs like a
voice for the
cheerleader
girl.
multiple times. Stick a bottle
No,
between your legs
you
and play with it. Farm
misunderstanding
those
the nice
parasocial
guys with
people by
the
doing this content in the first place. After claiming to me you
Valorant.
don't want these weirdos and you hate this community and hate the just chatting
I had
community.
to make that call.
Emiru responds, I genuinely don't think of things like that as sexual when I'm doing it, especially since I'm wearing pajama pants, but I will stop.
What?
Ms. Kiff says, okay, lol. Then Emiru responds by
What?
saying, I do dislike having to always make content for those types of viewers, but I thought this was something that would be easy and low
Bro,
effort.
what
Ms.
are
Kiff
the
says,
side I
"Go to
like
sleep
about
on
pants
stream.
again and blah, blah,
Clearly
blah."
that's not one we've talked about or you know is bad to
Oh,
do.
why a man
Emiru
cannot
says,
just keep
yes.
their-
At the time these messages originally came out, it sparked much debate over how it played into the greater context of their relationship. Now, with Emiru's perspective, it's possible that this is part of the broader image of control that Ms. Kiff had over her. But I'm going to come back to these messages later when we get into Ms. Kiff's response.
So then
Emiru
imagine wearing
transitions
pants
to
while
talking
streaming
about the alleged
VTubers.
physical
I
abuse that she
do wear
suffered. She
skirt
claims
right
it
now.
began with him throwing plastic bottles
So I don't
at
know
her,
what you're
and
talking
she
about.
asked him to stop.
No pants.
However, things really took a turn for the worse in September of 2022 when the initial cover-up allegations came out, and as we've already seen, Miz's mental state began to unravel. Emiru states that his mind began to deteriorate, and at some point, it seemed like he truly snapped. While viewership was always important to him, now that it was dipping, it became a major
Oh, the
source of
demons are out.
insecurity. He never wanted
Telling
to
this
stream at the same
VTuber to
time
wear
as her
pants,
for
that's
fear
well
that
known
their
fact.
shared audience would interfere with
Most of
his
them
own
naked.
numbers. She claims that during an event where the two were streaming Rust,
I'm
everything
decent
started out
always.
fine, until he noticed that her viewer count was higher than his. She says that he then messaged her saying he wanted to take his own life, before ending his own stream, walking over to a door near her room, and slamming it so loud that even her microphone picked it up. This claim would become closer
Holy.
to objective fact once Reddit
And I will take a
detectives
go.
actually found the incident.
壊れた僕なんてさ息を止めてほっとけないほっとけないよ真実さえフリーズ
being referenced here. During this video, you can see that at some point, he realizes her viewership is higher than his, and his mood quickly changes. He ends his own stream after complaining about being tired, and then by checking Emiru's stream, we can see the moment when the door slams, startling her.
Like we haven't murdered.
Literally let
Like we
and
haven't pillaged.
lead
She had a
and
one-hit
mo-
advantage. She was coming. Well, I have some cloth in my house.
In her
being like,
allegation video,
"Techno!"
Emiru states that she
Hello, how
eventually
you
left to go check
doing?
on him, which seems to be true based on the VOD.
So I tell
I
my stream,
didn't
I'm like,
choose
hey,
the
guys, I'll be right
the
back.
Gula
I get
choose
up and
me.
I go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, what? Like,
I see what my primarily audience is. Guys, this picture is for you so you can relate to something. Don't thank me. Don't thank me. I know that you need to relate to something to feel your inner pain. That's me.
like, what's going on? And he's like, I hate all you guys. Like, all you guys
She
do
knows
is just
us.
take from me.
Of course, I
And,
know
like,
you. I know
I'm
you
just
more
done.
than your mom,
Like, I'm just
probably.
done. And I was like, is this like really happening because of Rush drops? And he was like, I don't know what else to do. He was like going off on me, like basically saying that he
It's not
hated
even a
me.
mom
And
joke,
I
it's
was
actually
well,
like
I don't know
this.
what to do now. And he was like, go finish your stream so that people don't know anything's wrong.
She states that from this point onward, things only got worse. He would destroy furniture in front of her, punch holes in walls, and at one point even threw his phone at her, giving her a
But
bruise.
she was throwing plushies at him. Come on, guys. Come on. What if the roles were reversed, huh? What if the roles were reversed?
Gishi, you can have cheeseburger.
What if the men were throwing the plushies to a woman? Oh my god, the plushies! The man almost died! The man almost died under the squishmallows! You don't understand! You've been unempathetic! You've been so unempathetic! What if the roles were reversed, huh? The blushes has rock. I'm so scared to move, actually. I'm so scared to move. Your laughter is so unique, Awesome. Really? I'm happy to hear it. Yeah, this is the plushes that is flying into the Miskiff's face. Let's get the hole.
Even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but
No, Emery, you don't understand, honey. You don't understand. You've been throwing plushes at him. You've been throwing plushes at him. Black eye after plushes? Come on, come on. He have it worse.
Oh, it's an accident, and I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident, like.
Emiru claims that during these fists, she would lock herself in her room to get away from him, and he would scream and bang on the door while she waited inside for it to be over. And this behavior allegedly also extended outside of the house. Miskiff is the proud owner of an Audi R8, and according to her, he would drive his supercar extremely fast, including during arguments. She describes one specific scenario in which she and Miz were sitting in a restaurant, and he saw on his phone that Mr. Beast had invited another streamer to be in his video, a streamer that was not Miskiff. Supposedly, this led to Miz driving 150 miles per hour in his car with Emmy in the passenger seat, saying he wanted to take his own life the entire time.
He's so pathetic,
These outbursts
I'm
would
sorry.
apparently be very consistent, with him throwing his phone at some furniture because her YouTube video was doing better than his that week. She states that in October of 2024, they would finally break up, and a week later, he would come over to her house to talk about closure, at which point Emiru claims she was assaulted by him. I'll let her explain it.
That's me. That's me. That's me in
Try to
Philippines.
comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close.
When
to
they
him.
already broke up?
And
That's
when
fucked
this was
up.
happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable
What do you
with being
mean?
touched on by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But
Подрава, конечно, Ah, part
and he
time
started
now.
kissing me in my face.
Good job though. Good
I let
job
him
though,
do it. I was still
Текто.
sobbing a lot.
Молодчинка всё равно.
And then,
Умничка.
suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй.
hand down my pants.
А, я
And,
fucking
I
яй.
screamed.
Ёбаный
yeah.
ублюдок.
And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house.
Oh, that's a fucking
In the wake of this video
gaslighting.
being
She's a
released, the live
victim
stream
who
fails
almost
community would once again
who
get to
got
work
assaulted, and
piecing
he's like,
together
oh,
the
I
story.
feel
As I shared
weird.
earlier, they had the video of Miskiff raging once he noticed
you.
Emiru's viewership, but there were also plenty of others. One clip features his previous girlfriend, Maya Higa, and while she keeps the subject of it nameless, people speculated that it was Miskiff.
I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like, it was always, like, happened, like, we just would like fight in the car, and then he'd go like 100, and I would like literally like beg him to slow down.
I still don't understand. I saw like a lot of clips on the
And so then I started driving.
on the
or,
thing
like, I wouldn't let him
TikTok.
drive me anywhere.
And wasn't it
Then
obvious
if we'd
that
get in a
they're
fight while
dating?
I was driving. He would like
genuinely.
pound my ceiling in my glove box. He
Ooh,
would like
that's scary.
scream and like hit the ceiling and like hit the glove box and just like scream profanity.
In another
But
clip,
I'm the
he throws some
victim.
Starbucks bags at Maya. And while obviously
But I'm the
throwing
victim.
a
I
paper
feel,
bag is not the
guys, you don't understand. He's just a man. He don't have a control out of his animalistic feelings. So when he put the hand down her pants, he wasn't able to control himself. He was just like under some radiation. Radiation. You don't understand. You don't understand. He's the victim of the circumstances. He's a victim of his own sex. You don't understand. You don't understand. Someone pathetic. I have a question. Who is that? Where? The ones who I'm drawing right now is Prostoik and Magic Cat. Basically, they are cosplaying Hinako and I forgot his name. I forgot his name, but basically Fox Mask. Oh, most people are gonna believe Emerald because she is a woman. It goes both ways. I mean, it does go both ways. But we're not talking about believing though, no? We're not talking believing. We're talking about the, you know, the initial words. Not talking about believing. That's another topic. That's another topic.
The biggest thing in the world, it does seem to line up with what Emiru claimed. She would also show a series
Except
of
Gishi,
screenshots
yes,
of message exchanges, which corroborate
because I'm
some of what
technically
she
not a
says,
woman, right?
particularly the idea that he was extremely
I'm a mimic.
insecure, mentally unwell, and would take it
I
out
don't
on
have
her.
anything.
She shows that he continued to contact her after the relationship had ended, expressing regret for his behavior towards her, but also wanting to be on decent terms again. Emiru states she would have to stop attending events where he was present because she got the impression
Jacob
that
of
he was
Edward.
basically monitoring her every move. With these claims now being public, Ms. Giff would fire up his own stream to respond.
They're
I'd
both
like to
are
take an
weirdos,
aside
though.
here to say that responding to public allegations on a live stream
Sort
is
of like, why
possibly
in this
the
hour
worst
my neighbors
idea
are moving
I've
shit?
ever heard ever in the history of ever. But with that out of the way, let's just get into what Ms. Giff actually had to say. Before he gets into the actual content of responding to Emmy, he basically says that he is going to go nuclear on the entire streaming scene.
A lot of you guys know, pretty far away from this stuff at this point.
My
but
teeth is
I
my
am
poor
totally
teeth is
okay
they like
with
have a
exposing
little
lot
bit of
things
the
and saying
pains.
things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely
This is a
separate myself
forest.
from
I
these
was
people in this
Jacob.
community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people.
Is this
things that people probably
the
never want to
plushies?
get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on. Because
Or is this
why
him
not?
going
He
demon?
also outright states that he did in fact tell her
None of it.
employee at TwitchCon that if she came out about what he did, he would destroy her reputation, specifically regarding the rabbits, which we're going to come back to later.
Rabbits?
In response to the idea
that
that he had
one.
thrown things at her, Ms. Giff responds by claiming that he had never thrown water bottles at her out of anger or during their fights. He states that he did once throw his
Guys.
phone onto his bed though while he was
Guys, I never throw water bottles at her when we had fights. I only smash her face at the table. Come on, water bottles. You think I'm such a monster? You think I'm that bad of the person? No, I only smash her fucking face at the table until her face is bleeding. Pain, then eat cheeseburger without cheese. No. Actually, I will eat something after the stream because I am quite hungry. I mean, I don't think I'm hungry, but my tummy is as usually. As usually, my tummy knows better, I guess. I love how problematic big streamers are. Like, it's an anomaly if you reach the level of the fame, it's still a decent person. I think it's not about, like, staying a decent person. I think it's about who people are getting the... how you saying it? Basically given the popularity to, right? Usually it's like either maybe trash streamers or streamers who is really like basically doing something outrageous. It's never really a quite chill dudes guys, right? You need to do something. And of course, like, these people cannot be non-problematic from the start. That's the thing. So it's not that like they become someone. They were like, you know, not okay from the start. We live in the erotic society, so only it does become popular. Yeah, that's kind of stuff. Like, this is just, you know, who we give the... Holy shit, what's the word? Cloud too. He threatened me, punch holes in the walls and threw water bottles at me, which resulted in a black eye. I never threw water bottles at her, but I did throw my phone at her. Yeah, I mean, you've been... Sadie, you've been so unfair as well. Imagine, phone is around 200 grams. Water bottle, full average water bottle is around 500 grams. So of course water bottle is worse. So of course it's worse. You guys, you've been so unpathetic to Miss Giff.
was brushing his teeth.
I never
which
understood that my
inadvertently gave
audience
her a
is
bruise.
so
And in fairness to
unempathetic.
him,
I
she
thought I
did say
taught you
that she
better.
bruises easily, which he also points out.
It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. would just lob it over because I was going to bed. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily.
As for her claim,
I never hit her, but I just happens to hit the wall that was really close to her, and she's bruises easily, so she got bruised from the impact of the punch of the wall. So like the air moved and she got bruised. Yeah. But yeah, what is this statement about she's bruising easily? What's that have to do with anything? I'm getting bruised easily as well, but it doesn't mean if someone will hit me, it's not making it, you know, a statement, no? I never hit Gishichi. Wait, it's bad for me to smile and laugh right now. I never hit Gishichi for her. Yeah, you never gave me a bump on my head. We just tried a plastic surgery. You just wanted to make the volume of my hair a little bit bigger. Cut the rooms. I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not. Oh, hi, plushie. Come here, we'll give that guy an example. Yes. Yeah, TV nah, Cap, TV remote is really hurtful. TV remote is really hurtful, actually. What happens in the Philippines, stay in the Philippines. What happens in the BGC stays in BGC. What happens in the Chinatown stays in the Chinatown. It just bruises like you should have my phone. Yeah, actually, you did not hit me that hard. I just bruise easily. So that's why I had a bump on my head. Yeah. I'm still quite surprised that I did not really felt any pain. I mean, the bump was painful afterwards, but like initial pain, I did not really felt anything. I bet I was not that drunk, so I guess this place is not really that hurt to hit. So Isaac, if you want to hit me one day, you know where to hit, I guess, so it will be less painful. I joke, Isaac will never.
That he was
He will
controlling
die
towards
first
her
than to do
regarding
something
what she
like
would
this.
wear. He claims that it was
Your
due to him
stuff
trying
and
to
your
mitigate
alcohol
the stalking
and
that she would
the
get from
sex.
viewers. For a little bit of added context for the unfamiliar, it's not uncommon for
fair.
someone in Emiru's position to have
I still remember. I just remember it was so funny for some reason when we both were awake. Me and you were awake, and we were just watching at looking at Hani and Isaka, two pipinos that's still sleeping, and we're just like standing, look at them. What do I mean? Nothing. I said you will never do that. Should practice dodge. Stop making me laugh, guys. Stop it. It actually hurts right now. It actually hurts for me to laugh and smile. Stop it. Stop.
Have stalkers. It's a sad fact that when you're an online content creator, certain people with mental health issues will begin to perceive that they somehow know you. Schizophrenia in particular will often cause delusions where the person afflicted will feel like media personalities are personally talking to them. I personally have been getting emails for around 2 years from someone who believes that I am a part of ISIS. Shout out to you, my goat.
She's even bursting from laughing. Shut the fuck up. Maybe you need to grab a
claims that his
drink.
controlling behaviors
No,
were
I
to
cannot
mitigate the
drink
presence
yet.
of these stalkers.
No,
While we don't know
no.
exactly what was going on with their in-person interactions, I once again am going to refer to the leaked messages from earlier. If you believe Emiru, then this was yet another instance of him being controlling towards her. If you believe Mizkif, then this interaction was him trying to stop her from encouraging more parasocial behaviors from the audience to mitigate the presence of these stalkers. And the
Grab a
content of the
chocolate.
messages from
No,
Mizkif
chocolate is
do
gonna be
line
bad
up
for
with
me
that
right now.
perspective. Although whether that was his true
I
intention
just got
is
my
not for
teeth
me to
removed.
say. Now, if you'll remember, Emiru had claimed that as a consequence of what
have
happened
no
with the
teeth
OTK
left, guys.
drama, Miz's
No
mind
teeth.
basically
Not at all.
snapped. This is something that not only has he talked about before, but he also agrees with it in his response, stating that after this, the only person he really talked to was Emiru, which also aligns with her claim about the relationship being extremely codependent. He admits to being obsessed with viewership, something he didn't really need to admit to, because that much was already obvious from the Rust video. And on top of that, he does in fact go down one path that Emiru had predicted, claiming that she neglected her rabbits.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits, but as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started
Guys,
to
I
see
hate her,
disgusting
but
neglect.
rabbits.
No food, no water, sometimes
Her
not
rabbits.
having clean bedding for weeks. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. She left them to die. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year
I know
or
it's
two of
her
being
rabbits, but still, like, if you lived together and all that stuff, and if you saw her not taking care of the rabbits, and like rabbits are neglected, like poor rabbits, why didn't you took care of her rabbits? Aren't you her boyfriend? Aren't you so empathetic to those rabbits? So why didn't you just take care of the rabbits?
around in my house. When Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting."
Now, I'm no rabbitologist or whatever you call someone who likes rabbits a lot, but with that being said, off-rip looking at Mizkif's streams, this definitely looks bad. It sparked a lot of debate on social media, where people have brought up some other clips from her streams where people then play rabbit expert, trying to determine if the living conditions are suitable for these animals. I'm not going to weigh in too heavily here on this particular thing. It's possible that these animals were mistreated, and I just don't know enough about taking care of them to say one way or the other. But as far as Miz's intentions with bringing this up, it's worth saying that he's including this in a response that has nothing to do with what's being discussed. Miz claims that the last 9 months of their relationship got worse and worse, essentially painting a picture that both of them were toxic towards each other. She says that he would threaten to end his own life. He says they both did it. She claims that she had to get her cat out of the house because Mizkif was mean to the cat. He claims that he wanted her and her cat to leave because her cat would attack his cat. Now, in response to the claims
Man, I
of
don't
going
understand your
juggernaut
woman,
mode
but
on
the
house's
cat.
walls, this is what Miz has to say.
Come on.
The situations got so
What did the
bad,
cat do?
but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me.
Oh,
and
there
I
we go.
punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Now, I can see the point he's trying to make here, but ultimately, as the audience pointed out, these two things are not really equal. Miz also responds to her claims of sexual assault. While Emiru claims that she was
stupid.
crying during the interaction and she let him kiss her, he claims that they were kissing outright, which is when he put the moves on her.
We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
Now, this particular part of his response has caused a lot of debate on Reddit and other sites as to whether or not what she describes is assault, whether his retelling is assault or not, etc. XQC, for example, seemed more understanding towards Mizkif, while other streamers like Dante have heavily disagreed. Mizkif claims that after this interaction, Emiru had told Miz that she wanted to
This
marry
mask is a
him,
little bit
but he
hard
knew
to
that
draw,
the
like-
relationship was too toxic to continue.
Like in this
With that being
setting like
said,
this,
we do
because
know
you
from
literally
Emiru's
cannot do
messages from
anything
him
with her
since then
eyes.
that this wasn't necessarily something
They're
he
not
remained consistent
movable.
on. As of me writing this, Mizkif has not released anything on these other streamers as he initially promised. Instead, he's turned off the comments on his entire channel and gone silent on most of his social media. But that
I mean,
doesn't
if he
mean
wants
that
to
all
love
of the
Solid,
developments have stopped.
that's the only way.
As confirmed by both Miz and Emiru, in the wake of the 2022 drama, Mizkif's mental state deteriorated rapidly. After his response was posted, he took to his offline chat to speak about this a bit, stating that during that time period, he did in fact take steroids, took shrooms every day, and at one point took acid.
Shrooms.
He even specifically clarifies that the steroids gave him anger issues. Now, if you've done a little bit of reading
I mean,
online, or you
yeah.
watch Trend Twins videos, you're probably familiar with the term roid rage. Without getting into the science of it, you can become irritable, snapping at things that wouldn't otherwise make you upset, and flying off the handle into physical violence. Given that Mizkif's mental state was already poor, steroids steroid use definitely didn't help, and probably contributed to not only the violent outbursts that Emiru described, but also the Mitch Jones incident. As I said earlier, we don't know exactly what led up to this incident, and given what's said, it's possible that Mitch had goaded Miz into beating him up. However, this is just another drop into the bucket of the broader picture that is Mizkif's perpetual crash out after the 2022 drama, and I'm sure doing psychedelic drugs like mushrooms and acid didn't help either. Now, up until this point, I've mostly
how
avoided
stupid
talking
you can
about
be
the
to do
reactions of the
acid.
broader community to Emiru's story,
If you do
but
drugs,
it
at
hasn't
least-
been great for Miz.
Nah, I'm not gonna
Another
talk
girl
about it.
accused him of assault, although she says in the post that they had a consensual relationship afterwards. Adriana Lee was obviously happy to see Emiru coming out, considering her story from back in the day. Ethan Klein came out in support of Emiru.
I need to make
Asmongold has
mask a
been
little bit
shitting on
bigger.
him relentlessly.
Too small.
Livestream fails made South Park edits where Miz is Cartman, because of course they did, with his, I assume now former friends, NMP Lol, S-Fand, and Asmongold changing their profile pictures to play into it. Trainwrecks is seen as a hero, cast out of the Twitch poggers community, only to play a direct hand in orchestrating their downfall, which many see as deserved given recent events. While Train himself more or less declined to comment, Tectone has come out in support of Emiru. Various other content creators have shared that they either didn't like Mizkif or never heard a nice thing about him behind the scenes. Even Ice Poseidon came back to throw a shot across the bow. And Pokimane also made a statement in the most
shut the fuck up. I don't. Not interested. Not interested about your statements.
Rich Campbell's accuser announced that she was dismissing her lawsuit against him, and he personally returned to Twitch after 3 years of silence. And Mizkif has officially been dropped from OTK for the final time. The organization he helped found has now cast him into the Shadow Realm. Meanwhile, as
Oh my god, Slox Noses are getting close with it.
There have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted them within less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out. And not a single person that is in the space that knew him is really defending him.
And the most recent development in this story is that Mizkif has filed a lawsuit against Emiru, Asmongold, and OTK. Looking at Mizkif's career, it's obvious that he's backed himself into a corner. Whether all of these claims about him are true or not, part of the main issue is that the entire culture of Twitch he succeeded in, at least the Austin scene, relied on likability. Whereas streamers like Ice Poseidon, who pioneered IRL streaming, and Rekful, who was known for being good at World of Warcraft, and may he rest in peace, had carved out their audiences over the course of years due to slowly building their own communities, Mizkif existed solely as a product of his connections. Once the 2022 drama happened, whether his role in it was as malicious as some people think or not, his ability to network was largely hampered. In early 2022, he thought his success was an inevitability, a trajectory that would just continue forever. Once the drama happened, he hit a major speed bump that called into question if he had been responsible with the connections that he had built. When reality failed to meet expectations, his mental state fractured, leading him to develop toxic habits and relationships with others. This comparison may seem out of left field, but I promise it's worth noting. Many of you in the broader YouTube audience, or those in my audience, probably remember the allegations made against Dr. Disrespect, where he was accused of messaging a minor inappropriately through Twitch whispers, leading to his ban. While at the time this controversy seemed like it would swallow his entire career, in the aftermath, he still has hundreds of thousands of loyal fans and a successful career on YouTube as a result. This is partly because many of his fans believe his side of the story, which is that he was framed. But it's also because Dr. Disrespect is like an island content creator. He can operate completely independent of other streamers collabing with him. Mizkif's success, on the other hand, was built on how he related to others. When that fell apart, so did his reputation and his mind. Despite the fact that the majority of the community had forgiven or just forgotten about the controversy from 2022, he seemed to be the one holding on to it the most. Even when he had collabs with massive names, for some reason, he couldn't let go of what happened, leading to what happened with Emiru and the many other misgivings people have had with him over the last few years. When Rich Campbell was sued, he left, waiting until his legal case was concluded before making a return. But Mizkif just kept toiling away, raging at the fact that he was no longer considered the main character. For one reason or another, he managed to turn almost every ally he could possibly have against him. And whoever may be out there and wants to defend him is clearly too scared of the backlash they may get for doing so. Whether he continues to stream or not remains to be seen. But ultimately, he's gonna have to deal with being a pariah, not just to fellow streamers, but also to a lot of the online world.
And I realized I need to be alone.
The community that he helped to create has officially left him behind for different pastures, but not without slamming the door on the way out. But ultimately, only time will tell where the story leads next. I've been Turkey Tom. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving? Friends, are you giving? Are you giving? Are you slaying? Are you giving? Are you slaying? Okay. Good timing for the ending of this video because I need to eat and my teeth are being a little bit frenzied, so I might drink a little bit of the painkillers. So that's about Miss Kaka. Miss Pupa, Miss Kuka. And you're out of the chain.
僕の友達。
トラストもついてかった。Jai Waifu, thank you so much for the follow. トラストもついてきた嬉しいな。Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you.
あ、来た。俺の友達。僕の友達。
Wait. So, I want to rate someone. To rate. Okay, let's see how we can rate today. Okay, let's see. Who can we write? Oh, that's cute. Are they Russian? Why is it all in English but they're... Are they the same like me? Are they like me? Are they like me for real, for real? Nobody is like you, you're special. Aww! Wait, special in what way? Like I'm stupid or... Okay, let's go to them since they're as special as I am. Oh my god, yeah, my teeth are getting frenzy a little bit. I need to take painkillers. Okay, this is Raid and Sub Raid here. Okay, thanks everyone for being with me today. Really appreciate every one of you. Thank you for sitting with post operation Gishi. You're gonna be seeing me like this, not once. We still have 3 to go, so have fun one with the next streamer. Apparently they can provide you the same English balance as I do, maybe without Japanese only. Thank you for watching me join the commission today. Really appreciate your company, and of course watching videos with you is always a pleasure. So thank you so much for the pet. I'm gonna go to eat, to have painkillers, and pet my cats, and lay down, and yeah. Good night. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. Have fun with the next streamer. The next stream is on Sunday. Yeah, the next stream is on Sunday, and on Monday is my second 2-year anniversary. So yeah, join in my 2nd-year anniversary. Whatever I'm gonna do there. Bye bye. Paka paka.